Hey, good evening. Hey, beautiful people. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Anybody in the building? Can you hear me, guys? Simply Miss P. Can you hear me? Good evening. A Flaming Lily. Obi Juru. Can you hear me? Inkem? Monica. Please confirm if you can hear me. Good evening. Welcome. Isabelita. Good evening. Emmanuel. Welcome. Rahim, I'm loving seeing you here regularly now. You become like one of our regulars here, and I love it. Thank you so much for stopping by again today. You're welcome to the show tonight. We thank God this is the day that the Lord has made. It's Sunday, the 4th of July, 2021. Like joke. We're in July already. June is gone. June was a very it was a good month. It's my birth month, and I usually have most of my breakthroughs happen. I got married in June. I started OboFam TV in June, and June was a very good month. I feel like June was when this channel, my content kind of shifted a little bit to this live streaming and became more people centered, away from celebrity stories and gist and things like that. Do you guys agree that it's like we are getting to the nitty-gritty of things now? Happy Sunday. Yeah, you're welcome, everybody. Cecilia, I welcome you. Kemi, you're welcome. Nicole, how are you? You're welcome. Tony Babalola, Chidimma, you're welcome. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by today. We are moving to a new direction on this channel, and I want to believe that is the right move, is the right step as we are going. A lot of people have reached out to say they like how things are now. They like the issues that we talk about. They like marriage issues and social issues, things that affect us as a people, as diasporans, as Africans, that we'll talk about. So yeah, I think, this is the Lord's doing. It's marvelous in our eyes. It's not, as you know, I'm somebody who, I just believe in God, and whatever we do, we just have to trust God and allow ourselves to be led. Yeah, so thank you everyone for another session. Bolaji, thank you very much. Good evening. You're welcome. Junior Opara, you're welcome. So we are going to discuss relationships again tonight, but before I go into the topic, I wanted to run this by you. Katia Valino is a friend to OboFam TV. She's an amazing woman. She supported us so much, and we've been friends for a while now on this platform. And she recently started her own makeup brand. It's called Katia Valino. That's her name, and that's the name of the makeup. And I just wanted to tell you a little bit about it. She's doing 50% of the entire line this month. So please, guys, if you are someone that likes doing makeup like me, please let's patronize her. She's based in Toronto, Canada, but she delivers everywhere in the world, worldwide delivery, 50% of the entire range. Let's learn to put money in our own community, my people. Very, very important. I always say that we Africans like to put money, we always put money, give our money to other people, but we should consider always leaving this money in our community. This is what other people do. They put the money back in their own community. So if you like makeup, please patronize Katia Valino. Very, very important that we support one another. It's good to support people because tomorrow you too might need their support. So I thank God that we have a group of, fellow influencers here that will support one another. We do things in common. So please help me support Katia Valino brand. She does, she's got makeup, her makeup line, she's got foundation, she's got lipstick, brushes, and anything relating to makeup. She's got it at the moment that she's doing 50% off from. So I will appreciate if you guys can help me support her. Thank you so much, everyone. So let's get to the matter of today. We're talking about trust. Trust issues. Trust issues is what we are talking about today, oh, my people. Is there anybody in the house that's experienced trust issues? That has trust issues, or you've been in a relationship with someone who has trust issues? I want to hear back from you guys. You know that these sections they're interactive. I like it that way because I feel like people have a lot they want to say, and I'm grateful to God for this platform now that we have created this environment where people can actually share. I'm trying as hard as I can to make it safe, to make it non-judgmental, and to make it supportive. So, have you ever been in a relationship with someone who has trust issues, or do you yourself do you have trust issues? You're having trust issue. Somebody here is admitting. I like it when people are self-aware. When they're self-aware, a drive-through my city said, I'm having trust issues. Okay. Trust issues. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Yeah. Joy, you're in Toronto. Okay. Please patronize Katia Valino makeup. Very, very important. Her makeup is top notch. Very, very affordable. And she's a sister. She's a sister. She's a Nigerian. She's an Igbo woman, and she's great. Always pushing those boundaries and breaking new barriers. So let's support her, please. So, who has trust issues? Lola said I have trust issues. Hey, okay. Good. I should put the link for the makeup. Okay, all right, I will. I'll put the link in the comment section later, so you just click on it. But it's actually katiavalino.com. It's just katiavalino.com. So it's www. Let me put it here. So you see. Katia. Yeah, let me put it before we proceed to save time, so that will be easy for people to just if you just click on it. So it's katiabeauty.com. Yeah, that's the link there. So you can just Google it, please. If you live in Canada, you live in the US, you live in UK, anywhere. Yeah. Hello, Bingpe. You're welcome. Right, Lola, you say your trust issues is from your dad watching the way he treated your mom. It was woeful. That's sad. That's really, really sad. I'm going to allow you guys to talk very, very soon, because I want this to come from a place of experience. I've never really experienced trust issues. I don't have trust issues, and I've not been in relationship with someone that has trust issues, but because I couldn't. I just couldn't. I just couldn't. I'm a very trusted person, but that also has its disadvantages. Let me just tell you. Drive to say your trust issue started from the beginning of your relationship. Yeah. Okay, we'll talk about it, and I'll allow you guys to share. Those who feel comfortable to share, that's very, very all right with me. But I just wanted to say that for me personally, the kind of person I am, I'm a very trusty person, and that's not necessarily a good thing, because with that comes with a lot of betrayal. If you're someone that trusts, easily, you trust people easily, you keep getting betrayed. You keep getting betrayed, and betrayal hurts. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know. No matter how much people, not even just, love relationship or marriage, just human relationships generally, like relationship between friends, family, peers, and things like that. No matter how much I feel like people have betrayed me, it's just the kind of person I am. I'm the kind of person that, I don't know, I trust quickly. It's not necessarily a good thing. Yeah, peace. You're like me, eh? Uh-huh. Until somebody gives me a reason not to trust them, I will keep trusting you. If I'm dealing with someone, until you give me a reason not to trust you, I will trust you. Whatever you tell me, I will believe it. I'm not the kind of person that you tell something else, is that true? Can that be true? Oh, maybe they are lying. No. I take people at their face value, which also has its own problems as well, I might add. Not necessarily a good thing, because if you trust too much, you just have your heart to be broken. Your heart go break. So you said go here and say, who sent me? You have your heart, being hit many times, because it is the nature of man to always disappoint. Yeah. So people will always disappoint you. People will always do things that will break your heart. They will betray you. They will betray friendship. They will betray trust. But naturally, I'm just the kind of person that, if you've not given me any reason not to distrust you, I will believe you until you give me a reason not to. Mm. Being say you have a good intuition to judge people. Yeah, some people are like that. Yeah, they can. You judge people's character in generally. You trust until you are given a reason not to. Yeah, yeah, that's me. I'm like that too. Mm, I'm like that too. So I decided to talk about this trust relationship today because Um, somebody recently wanted me to introduce a friend to him, right? Oh, I like this your friend. I want to meet this your friend. I think she's the person for me. She's the one I've been waiting for and all that. I was like, are you sure? Because, even with the best intentions, sometimes if you are not in a good place yourself in terms of your maturity, your growth and your development as an adult, like you are in a good place mentally, emotionally, because trust is an emotional issue, and people who have trust issues is also an emotional issue. Okay, so if you are not in a good place emotionally, then you can do a lot of damage. Yeah, people tend to see people like us as fools, my dear. Yeah, peace, I agree with you. Yeah. Yeah, Readers Association. Your dad trust issue is a big reality. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I will share my link in a bit, but I just want to go through this introduction briefly. So, introduce your friend to me. Introduce your friend to me. I was trying to do my due diligence. Are you sure? Are you sure you want this person? Because this person has been through a lot. I don't want to introduce her to somebody who's going to just, add to what she's been through in terms of relationship. I know her and I know her story. So I try to, but you want to do checks, you want to check if somebody is fit to date your friend or to be with your friend. But basically, no, it's only the Holy Spirit that can reveal people to us. You don't really know people, especially somebody you've never met. How do you know them? Yeah. Practice say my ex-husband had trust issue. He lived in Nigeria and you lived here trying to sort out his paper. It turned out that he was the one cheating. He gave he gave the girl several belle. Which one be several belle? Oh, this my OboFam I go kill me with laughter. I say he gave the girl several belle. Oh my God! I guess you mean that he carry belle give the girl belle several times, abi? Okay. Oh. All right. I like the comment. The biggest trust issue betrayal is the one you suffer from the most closest people. Of course, that's absolutely correct. Mbasi, good evening, my sister. God bless you. I'm looking for, I am looking for, what's her name now? Let me try and remember her name. What's her name? I'm looking for somebody. There's somebody I'm looking for. I don't know where she is. I'm going to keep calling her name until she comes. Jumoke. I'm looking for Jumoke. Jumoke, if you are watching, please say hello. Jumoke in the US, Texas, Dallas, or anywhere in Houston, anywhere in that region. Jumoke, if you are watching, I want you to say hello. I've been waiting for you to contact me. Jumoke, please come online and say hello to me. I want to get your number. This time around, I'm not even want you to contact me on Instagram. Give me your phone number or email. Biko, Jumoke, if you are watching, contact me ASAP. Very, very important, my sister. God bless you. It is not, no problem. It's to help one another. Noni. It is well with you, my sister. God bless you. So, trust issues. And this guy was like, oh, I'm different, I'm matured, and introduce your friend. I was like, okay. I asked my friend, somebody is interested in you and wants to meet you. Should I give them your number? And she said, yeah. And what kind of person he is? I said, I don't know him. He just emailed me. And okay, give the number. We gave the number and they started talking, and it was going well. But she noticed almost from the start that there was some issues in terms of, when you meet somebody newly, you think, okay, because they care about you, that's why they are checking up on you morning, afternoon, night, calling you and all that. But there's a difference between when you call somebody that you are dating or somebody you are talking to and you say, or somebody you are in a relationship or married to. When you call somebody and say, where are you? It's different from, and you do this occasionally. It's different from always, every time you call somebody, you say, where are you? Let me see where you are. Who are you talking to? Who is there? Put it on video. Let me see what you are doing. So she picked up on it very quickly that it was somebody that was like always checking and second guessing what she was saying. You will call in the morning, call in the afternoon, call in the night, even at night, he will call and say, oh, are you sure you're at home? Okay, put the light on. Let me see. Or are you going to bed? Put the light off now. Go to bed now. At work. Or are you at work? Who is there? Let me see who is in your office. Who are you talking to? Things like that. So she started noticing it. And she told me, not immediately, she told me. So she told me, yeah, being possessive, yeah, it starts off, yeah, that's part of it. Being possessive is part of be having trust issues. That's why I wanted to talk about it, because sometimes you can have this issue, you don't even know you do. Some people don't know. And this is not it's not about age. It's not because you are old or you are matured. Anybody can have issues. And it's not because of what that person is doing or not doing, the person that you are talking to or you are in a relationship with. It's about you. It's about you that have the trust issues. You need to check yourself, because the issues are from you. It might be based on previous experiences that you had. Like some people have said, it's from their dad and the way he treated their mom on the comment section here now. Yeah, it can be from anything. It can be from previous relationships that you have, and maybe things didn't go the way you want them to go and you were cheated on, or things like that. I mean, it's very, very important that we are aware of these things. You need to know, because if you don't know, then it becomes a problem. It can affect a lot of relationships. Yeah, when you become, it's like you are obsessed with the person. Always, if the person tells you something, okay, let me give you a typical example. And this person will call, it will call, and she will be like, oh, if she misses the call, it will be like, oh, okay, I know the reason you didn't pick my call. Oh, it's because you've gone to enjoy yourself, eh? You've gone to stay with another man. That's why you didn't talk to me today. It's okay, oh, it's fine. Enjoy yourself. Help us greet your boyfriend. That kind of a thing. Initially, it might be cute. It might be cute initially for you to be like that. But I tell you, nobody can sustain that kind of the relationship cannot be sustained. It's not possible. It's not possible. After a while, the person will get fed up. I don't care who you are or what you are doing for that person, but after a while, they get fed up. So the first thing that happened was that she was like, The way this security, yeah, yeah, insecurity is part of it as well. You are right. Yeah, mover. Yeah, insecurity is a big part of it as well. And when you meet somebody, if it's a new relationship that you just start talking to the person, it can be cute, as if, oh, maybe this person cares about me. But after a while, no, no, it's not sustainable. It becomes irritating. You don't want that. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants somebody that will be checking on them every minute to know if they are at home. If they say they are going out, you have to be giving them where this is where I'm going. This is where no. Even marriage, no. You don't give your husband or wife a list of all the things you're going to do the next day. Tell them who you are speaking to, and they always want to see you on camera to know what you are doing. No, 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 no. That's not. It's not on. It doesn't work like that. No. Mm-mm. That's not it. It doesn't work. Someone like me, I get easily irritated. I get easily irritated. If you do it once, do it right. Third time, be sure that I'm going to snap. I'm going to snap and say, "Oh, Benny, what is this?" I will just snap and say, Egbami, what is this? Did I buy something I have not paid? Please, oh, I cannot. Gaslighting, okay, you guys could know all the terms. You know all the terms. Gaslighting, narcissist, all of them. You guys know the terms. My people, what kind of a thing is that? Somebody will call you, I'm at work. Oh, okay. All right. Then we'll hear a sound or a voice and say, oh, who is that? Who is that? Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. They have to put on their camera for you to see, because you need to talk to the person to confirm that that person is not there to toast them or to date them. Oh, you are this kind of person. This is the kind of person that you are. Because of the kind of, you are a beautiful girl. So everybody will want you because you are beautiful. I'm more beautiful women. Beautiful women are Bokuloware. Yeah. Bokuloware. They are everywhere. Beautiful women is not a new thing. Anywhere in the world. Yeah. It's a red flag, Bolaji, you are right. A big red flag. Nobody wants to be controlled. Nobody wants to be anybody that will be checking on them every minute to see. You're not checking checking up on them because you want to just show that you care. You're checking up on them mostly because, oh, you want to talk or you want to see what they are up to. No, it's a very wrong way to start a relationship. And it says something about you, the person that is doing that. It might say, it might tell us why you are single. It might tell us why you are single, why you are still single. If you are still single and you are doing that, no matter your age, it's an indicator for me. That will tell me something about your situation. Like I said, it can be as a result of previous relationship that people have had. If you've been cheated on, or you've had a partner that was always lying to you, it can make people develop trust issues as well. But sometimes the person that has the trust issues may now make you seem as if it's what the other person is doing or not doing that is making them to behave that way. Patsy said my ex-husband was like that. I will call him, and when I left for work, he will call me again. And when you get home, yeah, you can call. It depends on how your relationship is. Just ordinary call doesn't necessarily mean that the person has trust issues. But it's what you say when you call the person. You can call. Calling doesn't mean anything. Some people who are very close, when you are very close to your partner or your spouse, you can call many times a day. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong. But it's what you say when you call. When you start saying things like, oh, who are you with? Who are you talking to? Who is there? What are you doing? Put it on camera. Let me see who is there. That's some serious psychological shit there going on. Serious one. It can develop into something unpleasant. Yeah. So, but I like it when people know themselves. Self-awareness is one of the biggest gifts you can gift yourself. When you are self-aware, it saves a lot of people who you are in contact with. It saves them from the headache. So, what is trust issues? I like definitions. I really, really like definitions. Let me remove this so that we can see clearly what is on my screen. Right. Trust is the reliance on the character, the ability and strength or truth of someone or something. If one or both parties question the other person's activities, their words or action, a lack of trust can form, and this can lead to problems called trust issues. Yeah. So this is just giving us a very broad, discussion around what issue is. Trust is relying on someone, their ability, their character, their strength, and the truth of someone. When they tell you something, you take it, And when you constantly question the other person, their words, their activities, their action, then lack of trust. And these are the problems that are called trust issues. So if you are that kind of person that is constantly questioning, oh, you called me. Oh, I'm in my friend's house. Are you sure you're in your friend's house? Which friend? Okay. I don't know that one. No. Are you sure? You constantly questioning. It does something negatively to a relationship. You are questioning, it means you are questioning my character. You don't believe in me, what I've told you. I always have to prove to you that, okay, I'm actually in this place, or I'm actually doing this. It's always, it's always about you doing something that you are not doing, but you are not doing something, so it's not about me. And this is how it can even break marriage. And I thank God that a few people in the comment section have already said that they've experienced that in their marriages as well, and the marriage has ended. You can't keep questioning the other person. It means that you have no whatever they say to you means nothing. You have to always keep questioning. You need to be able to, part of being in a relationship with somebody is being able to rely on their word when they say something. Yeah. It's not only long distance though, Balaji. Sometimes even people that you stay in the same city with. Remember, when you're dating someone, you don't live in the same house. You live apart. You can be in the same country. You can be in the same city. The person that has trust issue, my brother. It's not even about long distance alone. Yeah, it's not even about long distance, because the person already has those trust issues. So no matter what you do, they are just going to keep questioning you. They will be questioning you all the time. So yeah, it's about the person. And these are some of the signs when you have when you are somebody with trust issues. These are some of the signs. You just assume that the other person is going to betray you. It's not because of what they've done, no, or what they haven't done, but because of your experience and the way you perceive things, you assume betrayal. And you actually are waiting. I know. It always happens to me like this. It's going to happen. I know. It's going to happen. You are expecting it. You are waiting. Betrayal. Overly protective. You are overly protective. Oh, okay. Whatever they tell you, you are too protective. I just want you to know that it's because I care about you. That's why I'm saying something like this. No. There's a difference between being protective, caring about somebody, and being overly protective. You snuff the love out of the person when you're overly protective. You just sniff it out from them because it's too much. You're always on their case. You're always in their, you're always on their case all the time. They cannot have a breather. They cannot breathe because every minute you are calling, texting, checking, asking questions. No, it's too much. Yeah. And of course, we talked about long distance as well, when people are away from others and they cannot see them physically. And here he also says that people do that as well to avoid commitment. And when you don't forgive the smallest mistakes, yeah, you say, this is how you did this the other day. You did this the other day. You bring it up, small mistakes. You bring it up to justify why you are acting the way you are acting, why you are monitoring the person. You are monitoring the person. Yeah, you don't forget the smallest mistakes. You are weary, excessively weary of people. Anybody that is around that person that you are dating, you are suspecting them. Who is this person? What are they doing with you? Why are you talking to them? You always have to explain everybody that you have contact with to the person that you are dating or you are in relationship with. No, 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 no. That's not on. And often it's people that feel lonely and depressed that behave like this. Yeah. I'm going to come to some solutions later. I will come to some solutions later. Hopefully this makes sense. And I forgot to say people should smash the like button. Are you enjoying the conversation? Please smash the like button. That button on YouTube. It's not the one on in the comment section. If you are just joining us and you are picking this up later, please remember to give this video a thumbs up. Yeah, thumbs up, please. Yeah. So those are some of the issues, and those are some of the issues. We will talk about some solutions later, but I want some people to share their experience. If you have an experience and you would like to share, yeah. Why is this link so long today? Have I got the right link? Hold on, guys. Link is excessively long today. I'm going to share the link now, guys, because it's not going to be a long one. Yeah, that's the link. This link is usually shorter than this, but today's one is long. Okay, so use the link in the comment section. Some people ask me, how did they join the conversation? There's no phone number to call. And please, if you've got my phone number already, that's fine. Don't, I prefer people to just use the link and come and talk to us here. Because if you call, it's difficult to manage the phones and manage, the link here, the comments while I'm talking and trying to, navigate the show at the same time. So please use the link. There's a link in the comment section. You will see it. If you see the Obodo Ibo link, just click on it if you want to join us to come and share, talk about your experience of having trust issues or dating or being with someone with trust issues. So we got light. We got light in the studio. Hello, Light.
Hi, Sister Bree.
Hello,
How
how
are
are
you?
you?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Thanks for this opportunity again today. I really like this topic somehow, but
Mhm.
we all might have different aspects of trust that
Yeah.
we tend to look into or must have experience. From my own aspect, I would say that hearing you talk for the past few minutes, I think I share the same kind of character with you.
Right.
Yes, an adult, I've experienced certain things. Sometimes you can call betrayal, but I'm still that person that come with this clear heart, thinking that everybody is so cool
Yeah.
until you give me a reason to really say, okay, that's it. Now I can say this is how you are, and I can
Hmm.
start running away from you.
Yeah.
However, I've been seeing some comments in the comment section in the live stream where people are talking about especially daddy issue and all that. I
Yeah.
think they are real. And sometimes most times we tend to talk about trust in terms of relationship, maybe cheating and all that. But sometimes it's actually from family.
Yeah.
Instance, like we witness some of our brothers talk about what men need and all that, and some ladies are saying what women needs to be talked about,
Yeah. We are bringing
and
that actually. We are bringing
yeah,
that this week, hopefully. I'm sorting it out. You guys trust that. If we talk about what men want, we're definitely
yeah.
going to talk about what women want. Yeah, it's coming up.
Okay, let me get straight to that. So, in terms of that, most times the normal one that is out everywhere is usually love, provision, protect, and all that. Love might have to somehow it goes with, oh, if this person cheat on me, then I don't trust them to love me. But most times we don't talk about the protect and provide part. Trust can also stem from there. If somebody sees that you are misusing money or you can't really make money, trusting you for finance to say
Hmm.
that I won't go to work maybe after I've given birth and I'm still so and all that will be really hard because they don't trust you to provide.
Yeah.
And it also comes again with protecting. For instance, I keep telling most men that I meet, like, if we have a discussion, if it comes up, I keep saying, most times if a woman can't see that you can protect, she will hardly yield in. That's why somehow when people are talking about that submission, I really understand them. For instance, if you say to your woman, leave this for me, I've got you, and
Mm-hmm.
you're busy, siding maybe, let's say, your sisters or your parents because they are your family, and you leave her in just in the dark there, is also, you're not providing that protect and security. She won't trust you the next time you see the
Yeah,
person putting fences. So these are parts of trust sometimes we tend to skip. Or even your children watching you stand there when others beat them, and you're telling them that God will but fight for them and all that, but you that they are seeing physically, you are not fighting for them.
physically.
My dear, forget it,
The
forget it. So,
invisible God that they cannot see is the
yeah,
one you are
so
telling them will fight for them, but you are standing by. Yeah,
yes. So these are a few things I want to contribute in this, because I actually have seen a few people talking about those issues that I can't trust because that did this and that. You see how
yeah,
it stems from family. And we
yeah,
actually thought children are not watching, but they grew up to start looking at these things.
yeah.
So with those few points of mine, I say thank you to everyone. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. All right. Thanks for coming on. Yeah, she touched on other areas, such as, children growing up in families and, seeing what is happening around them. She talked on finances as well. So I really love to have somebody who, some people were saying that their trust issues is as a result of, growing up and watching their parents and the experience of growing up. If anybody who had those experiences can come up, that would be great. Yeah, the link is in the comment section. Please come on and share. Don't forget that when you are sharing, other people will learn. So the sharing is like teaching other people as well, because it's not just talking about the issue, it's about how you overcame. Very, very important that we open up and share. A lot of what I'm saying now is that a lot of people are more coming out to share a bit more now, especially because I'm not making it like you have to put your face there. It doesn't matter. It's just your voice that we need. So you don't need to put your face there. I'm happy with that. But some people are still so fiercely secretive. Yeah, I don't want to come on. I don't want to come on. And I understand that. But I always say, if you have this experience and you don't want to share it, then how do we change? How do we make effective changes? How do we educate people if you keep hiding? So please, yeah, please remember that what doesn't kill you will make you stronger. People should be confident, and just especially when it's not something so damaging like this. This is, we're talking about trust. So things like this should be. Please come on and share with us. Mbasi, good evening. Hello, Mbasi. Your mic is muted. Mbasi, are you there? We can't hear you, dear. It's muted again. Yeah, it's unmuted now. Can you speak? Okay, let me add you again. There's some technical issues there. Hello, Mbasi. Okay, I don't know. Maybe you need to disconnect and add yourself again because we can't hear you. Okay, that would be better. Yeah, disconnect and add yourself. How do people feel when somebody does not trust you and you constantly need to prove yourself? It's like you have to prove yourself all the time, even though you've not given them a reason not to trust you. And you constantly need to have to be proving that you are worthy of that trust. How do people feel about that? Hmm? Modupe, the link is just above you there. Check the comment section. There's a link. It's a long link there. Just click on it. You come into the studio. It's simple as that. The Obodo Ibo TV link. If you see my comment in the comment section, you just click on it. Then you come into the studio. Just click on it. It will bring you into the studio. Yeah. A problem shared is half solved. Yes, peace. Absolutely. So people have tons of experience and things that they've gained, they've learned over time. But sharing is in our community is not something that people are so comfortable with. The link is in the comment section, please. Mercy, I'm adding you again. Hello. Mercy, we cannot hear you. Check your volume. Oh, it's gone again. Oh, there's something problematic about our connection today. Yeah. The link is in the comment section, Modupe. Just click on it, it will bring you to the studio. So, you've not given anybody any reason at all. Yeah. You've not given the person any reason at all, but because of your own personal issues, or because you've developed trust issues growing up, seeing your parents' relationship and whatever, and you bring that to somebody else. How do you feel when somebody does not trust you and second guessing you all the time, questioning you, all the time, and just generally, for me, it will be exhausting. It will really be exhausting trying to always, all the time, always trying to prove that, oh, I didn't, no, it's not like that. Always trying to, it's like always trying to prove that, no, it will be exhausting. Yeah. Temi T, are you here?
Hello, Sister B.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good
Welcome.
evening. Yeah, sorry I came late.
No worries,
I was
no
actually
worries.
at a friend's place, It
Okay,
was a naming
okay.
ceremony. Yeah. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm not really sure if I want to open this kind, but yeah, I think
Go ahead and open it
I'll just
properly.
say, I know, Sister B, there's work tomorrow.
Uh-uh.
Ah,
It's 7 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock.
I thought you had to do I grew up in a family of four, nuclear family.
Mm,
Um, everything started well for my father. Till I grew up to see that my mom she also has her own issues. She could gaslight sometimes. She's not the kind of woman I want to be. In that area.
yeah.
Yeah. But they had other problems. Then my father lost his job in there. I think when I was like 9, there was the abuse. He would hit her, would
Mm,
beat us at the slightest. Sometimes even now I still have flashbacks. I have PTSD because I've got my first son is 9, my second is 7. Sometimes I just imagine like I can't even hit them like that. So
yeah.
when I have flashbacks, that how could someone have done that to their own children? Do you know? Sometimes I still cry up till now, despite the fact that a lot has gone on and I've been able to overcome. I just want to cut it short a little bit. So my father had that trouble. He went abroad for about a year. He got deported, came back to Nigeria. He had some money then, started business. Business was not going. Or they were owing left, right, and center. At some point, it was just my mom. Oh my gosh. It was a battle of, a mom would do hers, the man too will start talking. He could talk about this woman from morning till night, bad mouthing her. She would come back from work, bring stuff, will cook, and he'll still eat, he'll still sleep with her. I've seen it all and done it all.
So
But
it was a toxic
it
relation, a
was very,
toxic marriage.
yeah, it was very toxic and confusing. Auntie B,
Yeah,
there were times when my father tried, he, went to go to primary school. We had a good, that foundation was good. Also,
yeah.
my Ghanaian teachers, yeah. So it was confusing. So there were times when he would really want to inculcate the right thing. Then the next minute is chaos.
What did he
And
have like a drinking problem or anything like that?
he grew up in Isaleko, and that's why I'm sorry, I'm not like it. I had a problem dating people from that area, Isaleko, even Yoruba generally. Like, I'm married to an Edu guy, you understand, a Binima. So though
Yeah.
he was born and bred in Lagos, and yeah, he's
Are you married
opposite.
to Sagi? I hope you are.
No, no, because I get. I am also fine, but
Yeah, because we had
oh
one
my
amazing gentleman here in the last show. His name was
Don't
Osagi.
worry. So that anytime we come to London, we'll come and say a big way visit you. Yeah, we're both
Alright.
doctors, so you can
Mhm,
imagine in Ife. So when I got to,
mhm.
everything was hard. So we understood that things were hard. My mom too. It was just a mixture of toxicity.
Yeah.
And then my father was now doing some jazz. He was bad. Like,
Yeah.
he will teach you the good thing today, this week, the next week is madness.
Yeah.
The good thing this week, next one is madness. So yeah,
Yeah.
got into school, higher institution, but I was just a very hopeful person. I would
Yeah.
always be like, this. I don't believe that a situation should make you turn to a mad person or a bad person. So if you think that that situation is getting the worst out of you, then you leave. So that's
Yeah.
always been my mantra. Because
Yeah.
sometimes when I talk to my friends, they'll be like, Timmy, how did you come out as good as it? How did you do it?
Yeah. Growing
I
up
think
in that environment,
yeah,
you
Auntie
turn
B,
out
I've seen it all
normal.
and done it all. Oh. So as a rule, in fact, when I met my husband, I was doing my house job in the teaching hospital. He finished from UCH, so he had come. He had almost finished, so it was his last posting when we met, and everything clicked. And even in my mind, let me not lie to you, I was not even keen on marriage.
Hmm.
You understand? I was just dating one guy. I was dating an Edo guy. That one,
Mm-hmm.
the day, that one, that the mental manipulation that one did will be story for another day. Let's just leave
Mm-hmm.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So somehow just God just brought this winning guy.
Hmm.
I just didn't believe because then even some of my friends are this one that fine, but good like woman.
Go break
Like,
your heart.
yeah, I didn't even know before we even started dating. I didn't even say he was serious. Are you sure? I'll be me. We just play, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he was good. So I was open. I was
Hmm.
open to say, you know what, I want to be the better person. So when I see good marriages, I want to copy them. When I see good people, I will have a chat to them. I was always the, optimist. Yeah,
Hmm.
I still battle with some pessimism, because of
Yeah.
all what I've seen. I've seen it all. Like all
Yeah.
these pastors I just like my mama, they go church, they were in a deeper life. With the deeper life, there was so much chaos.
Yeah. Was your dad a deeper life too?
He sometimes he will go with her. There were times he went with her, and then of course he didn't go to church for most of the time.
Yeah,
But
I think those women suffer. Jennifer that came to the show the other day, she's a
yeah,
member of Deeper Life too. Some of them suffer quite a lot in silence. And
yes,
living a marriage for them is a no-no. It's not even up for discussion.
exactly. Auntie B,
Yeah,
let me bust your brain. You know what? When this man finally, okay, let me just say, then when I was in like, where with all the strike actions and all that. So there was
yeah,
a time they increased the school fees, and then we had this then when they made this civil defense part of internal ministry, interior and
yeah,
all that. So
yeah,
luckily went to my mom's friend's place. My mom said, she didn't have enough. I said, you have rich friend now, this woman and all that. Me, I'm going to school, you have to look for my school fees, like no. So and we got the money and all that, so I just chipped it in. Please, could you help my dad get a job? Maybe when he gets a job he'll be,
yeah. It will be
he
better.
will.
Yeah.
Exactly. Auntie B, that was what we thought.
Mhm.
Little
He
did
got
we
a
know.
job and it became worse.
Level 15, straight up, money came within 1 year, everything was good. No, the highest he had given that woman was 3,000.
Hmm.
Even it was me, I would kind of lie, build up, my bills to kind of like get more money from him so I could give. So all the while when he left, my mom would be going to all these churches, all these prayer houses, and all
Because
that. I
you
kept
believe
crying
in
to her. I said, this man dies, face your children. Because the last two, face them. I quarreled. Sit down at home and take care of these children.
she was looking for
Like,
solution in the church. Yeah.
not
That's
like
what she knew. Yeah.
she was going for prayer, so she was leaving those kids. And during that time, that was when, because, there was a time in the school when we had fairly, regular postings and all that, the school was open for most of the time. There was less strike action. So I wasn't really going home. So I was going home like once in like 2 months or 3 months. When I go home, everybody go arrange. My mama, she go their house. The two younger ones, everybody will behave as if everything was normal.
Hmm.
So it was a whole toxic, so much toxicity. So when
Yeah.
I met my husband, I just what I did for anybody going through this is just put it all. Just know that there's another world.
Yeah.
That is not your world. You don't have to live in there. You don't have to sink in there.
Mm-hmm.
My father has cost me like oh folk say no buy. What did she pay for that?
Eh?
Yes.
Wow.
You understand? As in, there are things that, and it was like a dream because when we were growing up, you showed us some love. There were times that he was very abusive. We use this whole spot. People would be like, oh, that's how Nigerian parents train their children. They beat, but that beating,
Mm. You know what I discovered? Because I had some extended family members that were like that too. What I discovered is that those men had mental health issues that were not diagnosed.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I think
They
that's the
did.
case.
Yeah, they
Because
had mental health issues that nobody diagnosed, and they lived with it. They suffered, and everybody around them suffered.
this was horrible. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
used to do? I would just, for anybody going through this, just immerse yourself in common sense. Do you understand? When you see people that have common sense, I don't mean all these church people. And that's why up till now, you know, to go to church is a problem. Because I just the church times remind me of those
yeah. The
bad
example
times.
was
Yeah.
so
Those
expressive.
chaotic, yeah.
Yeah,
They will
yeah.
go to church, we come back from church, there's chaos in the house. You know,
Mm.
every and but you know,
Did she
just for
ever
the
talk to the pastors about it? Her pastors,
they said she should go back to her husband now.
did they call him to try and
Which
cancel him or anything like
he
that?
won't follow anybody talk. That's why that other woman that was saying that the guy even followed her to for socializing. My father, oh yeah, all of them go cause all of go where hey they go.
The man
So
was like you and me. He was
ah
the ruler of the kingdom.
and when he now made money, this guy he would smoke, he would smoke. Then when he didn't have money, he would hide, you know, he would hide the smoke. Sometimes when you catch him, but he was good with something, he'd be like, you know what, this is a problem. You my kids don't take after me. It is a very bad habit. I've tried, I've you know, those few times. But when he made money, he not even said you there was not
Please
he
open
would smoke
himself.
like two yes.
Come
So
for me if you can.
it's just Sister B, he had his good sides. You know,
Yeah,
in my primary school, yeah, he helped us. You know, during those sometimes he would sit us down, teach us. My mom was a teacher, but she never taught her kids. Yeah, she too. She has her own ills. So I would even say that both of them shouldn't have married each other at all. They were just
yeah,
two misfits.
yeah.
You know.
Thank you.
So for
Thank you
anybody
for
going through
listening.
this, please just take yourself out of it. You know, just
Yeah.
take yourself.
Yeah,
You
you
see good
survived
things.
parents that
I
were
did survive it.
completely toxic.
Yeah,
So it's
I
you
did.
now telling. That's why I say it's very important to share because you told us your experience now about how coming from a very toxic, father, you could have developed trust issues growing up to become an adult. You're married today now, and
Yes.
you're not that person. So
No, no, I'm not. Though when it comes to issue of money, I don't believe in joint accounts because it gives me flashbacks, you know, and I could be having
okay,
palpitations. So, you know, and my husband really even understands, you know, we don't do that. We have a bill. Yeah, this is it. We contribute. So
yeah,
you're not gonna ask me to put any money. I can't, you know, because of all those bad memories, I can't just
go
get
back.
myself that. But
Yeah,
for other things, I'm very, very open. I try to, you know, look at other things, common sense things, look at people that have made it, you know, copied what they've done. You
yeah,
understand? Always be
yeah.
better.
You're learning. You're
Yeah.
learning and learning. Yeah,
Yeah. But I just want to tell them that yeah, you can create a niche for yourself. At some point I thought of doing Aristo. I wouldn't lie to you. When I was a year four, you know, when it was
mm,
in trouble getting money from my mom, from my dad, my dad would mama shake me from yami. Yeah, too do that he has not been to the home for like several months. Yeah,
mm,
lórí burúkú. Má bàjẹ́ kán ṣe kíní kan gbaṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀. Yeah. Auntie B, you see, marriage, people that are not if you know you're not compatible, they can be
mm.
so much of enemies. Like you be like,
Yeah, yeah,
hmm, it's well, it's well.
yeah,
So for anybody going through that, just know that yeah, I survived it. I came out
yeah,
of it. Though there
yeah,
are sometimes that when I flash back, you know, the thing
yeah.
will just come out like I would just start, you know, but it will just kind of is a fleeting thing. It doesn't define me. So you
Yeah.
guys can still make that decision. Do you know what I said? I said I prefer to be Momo to my father. Let him be cursing my mom, threatening curses and all that, and get the money for my school rather than opening my legs to bullshit. Man, you
Yeah,
understand? Yeah, and
yeah,
that's what I did, and I faced my studies. And yeah,
yeah.
of course, yeah, yeah. For
Thank you so
everybody,
much.
well, it's
Tony.
not easy, but it's
Yeah,
well,
it's
yeah, it's
possible.
well
Yeah,
possible.
thank
It's
you.
doable, very doable.
It's been a journey.
Thank
Yeah,
you. Yeah,
thank you, Tony
thanks,
P, for
guys. Yeah,
sharing. My love to your family. God bless
thank
you,
you.
sis. Thank
Bye,
you, Lord.
sis. Bye.
So somebody in the comment section keeps asking how did she survive the emotion, and she just told us what she did. She said she was learning. She learned. She educated herself. She was learning from other people who had positive family experiences. That's what she did. Thank you, Olaiya. Olaoyi for the super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. God bless you. So Temi just told us how she learned. She decided, she made a decision that she was not going to live her life like her parents because she grew up in a toxic environment where the father was bitter, angry, beating and shouting and cussing everybody out. That was a conscious decision she made even growing up that she wasn't going to be like that. And she learned and unlearned and decide not to allow it to because and sometimes I always try to say that everybody's experience is valid in life. But you know what? You can choose to live that experience for the rest of your life and let it ruin you. Or you can choose that, no, this happened to me. It was not my fault. My parents did this to me, but it will not ruin me, will not define me. I'm going to find solution. And now the time to find solution is different from everybody. I cannot say, go and find solution now. Hey, why are you still like this? No, your time is different. Your timeline is different. But please, whatever happens to you as a child, if you allow it to define the rest of your life, to ruin your life, it means that that person that is the abuser in the relationship, your parents, in this case, her dad, is still controlling the rest of her life. So yeah, good luck to Timothy. That was quite powerful. Thank you so much for joining us, Ree. Ree, can you unmute your mic, please? Hello, Ree. Ree's mic is muted. Let me add Mbasi. Mbasi, are you there?
Well, I hope, yeah, I'm here. I hope it's working this time.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Oh, thank you so much. I don't
It's
know what
okay.
happened.
Yeah, I don't know what happened either. How you
Yeah,
doing,
thank
Queen
God.
V?
Yeah, we got you
And
now.
thank you for the last person that just talked. I forgot her name just now.
Yeah, Timmy.
Timmy, yeah. Thanks for her for sharing her story. But
Yeah,
you were saying before that a lot of people, like, they are so afraid, even though they are not gonna show their faces, they are so afraid to share their story. I'll
yeah,
tell you why. The
yeah,
reason is because this happened to me. So I try to be very careful when I'm speaking on social media, stuff like that. There are a lot
sure.
of monitoring spirits where they are monitoring your voice and put two to two together and put the story together and wonder she went here or she go there and all that. And the fact is, sometimes when you are in a situation, you have to protect yourself.
Yeah,
And why
absolutely.
you are in, you understand what I mean? I think
Yeah,
I'm guessing, like, maybe that's the reason why most people
yeah.
always
Well,
afraid to come and share.
yeah, for some people, yes, I agree. But you know what? A lady reached out to me the other day. It's a quick example. She
Mm,
said she sent me an email and said, "Oh, I need to talk to you. And what do you do when you are in a marriage and your husband, and you're trying to conceive, but your husband has gone ahead to, to be with a side chick and impregnated the side chick, and the side chick is only using him to get papers." You
right.
Initially, I
Wow.
wasn't sure whether she's the wife or she's the side chick. And she was like,
Right.
"No, I don't want to talk publicly. Oh, I just want to talk to you in private. Oh, and this." So, she sent me an email. She sent me, and she kept, emailing and sending me messages on WhatsApp. Check your email, check your email. The name she used was different. So I was confused. I didn't know it's the same person. I said, I didn't get email
Uh,
with this name. She has a fake Instagram account that she created to now say I should check my email. She said, "Oh, this is not
oh,
my
wow.
this is not my race." So at a point, it was frustrating. I said, "Well,
Right.
this is
Right.
this is confusing for me because I understand that you want to keep your privacy. I don't force anybody to share. This is your story, and you feel like you want to share it. That's why you're coming. But this secrecy is doing my head in. I don't understand. Are you the side chick or you are the wife?" She said, "Oh, I'm the wife.
Right.
Oh, the divorce is fine now, but the side chick is also watching my show." I said, "So you are hiding because of the side chick, and you are
Well,
divorced?"
if the divorce is over, she doesn't need to hide no more. I mean, what is she hiding from? Who is she hiding
That's a typical example. The divorce is fine now, but she's still hiding. You are the one that the man left you. So according to how. So I said, I don't understand.
from? Right.
People have their stories. Go
I
on, my
see
sister.
what you're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
No, so the thing is, the biggest betrayal of all is the betrayal of parents and children, because
oh,
that one is like, it will shook you to your core, because these are the parents that raised you. They are your first teacher, they are your first everything. You understand what I
yeah,
mean? And if the parent got that wrong from the beginning for a child, like Timmy said, it can be very confusing and
yeah,
very scary for a child.
yeah. Mbasi, are you there? Your audio is doing a runner. Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Mbasi, I don't know why your connection is like this. It's usually very, very good when you come on. I mean, you're a regular on this show, so we know you and we talk to you all the time. But today, for some reason, the devil is a liar. They don't want you to share something that will bless people. It will happen, whether the devil likes it or not. Yes, the devil likes it or not, you will. Yeah, Nicole, it can be difficult, yeah, to share trauma openly, but you are the one that's approached, me to say you want to share. I didn't come to meet you. And people forget that I'm not a counselor. I'm not a counselor. So, there might be people who even have more knowledge. Like the other day when we brought this lady, who's still even going through the process. Jessica, we brought her here and she shared her story. You don't know how powerful that story was for a lot of people. Jessica's story is like probably one of the most powerful videos I've done on this platform recently. It encouraged a lot of people. Immediately, she got someone who lived in the States who was going to help her. That lady, God bless her. She reached out to me that night. Before you know it, I got her in contact with Jessica. And help is just coming for her left, right, left, and center. An African American woman reached out to me and said, I'm giving Jessica $1,000 to help her. She's been getting contributions from people, and I didn't take it. I just collected her paper and said, whatever you want to give Jessica, please give her directly. You understand what I'm saying? So I know it's difficult, but if you feel like you want to share, then share. If you want to share, but don't come and be playing hanky panky with me. It's confusing for me. Creating fake accounts. Oh, I don't want to my name to be heard. I don't want to, I don't know. Maybe counseling is better. Yeah, because paid counseling will be better for people like that, because we are on this platform because we want to share knowledge. Yeah, for people to heal. Thank you, peace. We want to share knowledge, we want to educate people. So if you are that person who doesn't even want to go there, you don't want anybody to hear your voice, you don't want to even go there at all, then perhaps it's better for you to go to a paid counselor who can help you. But the people that I've shared here, I tell you, there's always help. The other day, the person I'm looking for now came and said, "Oh, this is her situation," and everybody was panicking. I'm telling you, as we speak now, people have reached out. People reach out to me every day. I want to be in contact with that person. I live in the same state, especially in the US. You guys are living in the US. You are so wonderful people. I swear, the help that is available is unbelievable. If counseling is expensive, peace, you always make me laugh. Peace say counseling is expensive. They charge £35 per hour. Me, I don't charge. It's free. Even to do super chat self. People know, some people never ever did super chat before. We know they charge now free. We they give waiting we know. And other people will still come and give solutions to it. So, but if you can't they confuse me, you know one share waiting one, there's a limit to what I can do. That's what I'm trying to say. As much as I want to help people, but there's a limit to what I can do. Calling me privately to discuss with me privately, I don't have the solutions. I don't have the solution. I'm not a counselor. Okay. But when we come here, we have people who have the knowledge, who have the resources, and they live in the same area that can help you. Yeah, that's why I always mention Jessica's story. You don't know how many people I want to donate. I want to donate. I want to donate. They want to help her. And I'm linking them, linking them. She couldn't believe it. Jessica sent me a message. She was so thankful. She was like, Auntie B, I've gotten another family again through you on Obodo Ibo TV. Thank you so much. This African American woman said, you know what? I can relate to Jessica's story because I was in a relationship like this some time ago. And so I want to help her. I want to give her $1,000. I was like, wow. Wow. So that is it though. Eh? Fabi, what did you say? That she use the alternative for cash apps as YouTube takes a big chunk? Yeah, they do. Yeah, if you know any cash app, please let me know. In fact, I don't know what cash app to use, to be honest. Even a paper, I normally give people paper, but paper, their own wahala self is worse. They will still deduct, take charges as well. So I had Patreon. Patreon is in dollars only. And that's another wahala again. So yeah, Jessica is here. And she will tell you, since she shared, I think she's so much more better off now because Jessica actually created her own channel to even share her story. Jessica had so much to share that we had to be telling her that, even it was that lady that now advised her that she should put everything on hold for now. So she's here. She will tell you guys. Anyway, let's get back to the gist, to the topic at hand. I don't know what's happening. Mbasi's line is not, I don't know if it's the connection today from me, because I said it before that this link is too long today. I don't know why this link is too long. My link is usually shorter. Adebimpe, welcome. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm still sharing the link, but I think there might be, I don't know why it's very problematic today for anybody that want to jump in. People are learning. You should see my inbox and my DM is overflowing with testimonies of what people are learning here. So I said to someone, your sharing is not just for you alone, it's for other people as well. People are learning. There are some silent watchers who are learning. So let's get back to trust issues while we wait for Mbasi and other people to join us. Trust issues, we've gone through it, we talked about why people develop trust issues. Some people have shared their own experiences. So you're already in this sort of relationship. If it's dating, obviously you can end it and say, I beg, I cannot deal. This is too much for me. I can't deal. I cannot deal with this. But if it's in a marriage and you are not, it's not something that you can just walk away from immediately, what are some of the things that you can do, to help you? What are some of the things that you can do to help you manage your anxiety around why you have these trust issues? Baby, you watched it. Auntie Jessica, you watched her story and you love watching my channel. Thank you so much. Thank you, Baby. Yeah. What are some of the things that you can do? Send wave is not what it was before, my people. Send wave is different now, but I get what you are saying. Thank you so much for suggesting it. Gracious. I'm going to look into it and see what cash app I can use that will be more easier to use, because YouTube, I tell you, it's a labor of love. So we got you already have these issues because of past experience, because of growing up, upbringing, your parents, and everything they did or didn't do that made you have the trust issues. How do we resolve it? How do you bring the best into your relationship, without making the other person go crazy, without making the other person feel like they are the problem? What do you do? The first thing I have here is backing away from monitoring activities, monitoring the other person activity, and stop being a monitoring spirit. Who knows monitoring spirits? Hey, Big Bear, I don't know that one. No, AfriX, I don't know that one. I will check it out later. AfriEX, okay, I'll check it out later. This one is extreme. Bimbola, what did you say? Yeah. Are you serious? Guys, I don't know if I can read this. I'll look at the screen. I pinned something on the screen. Bimbala said, what about a husband smelling his wife's underwear when she comes back from work? So has this got something to do with him not trusting the wife, or this is some other kind of kinky stuff? We need more context to Bimbola, because this one is deep. It's very, very deep. This is too deep. Yeah. Is this got something to do with them being just kinky? Because these days you don't know what people find. Yeah, sniffers, association of sniffers. Is this association of sniffers? Please, I don't want to laugh. This is somebody's experience. Is it kinky or detective? Baby, you get me. You get me very well. You always know what I'm thinking. Is this kinky or this is detective? Because this is another level. Yeah, this is, I don't understand this. Please, we need more context to that. A man is sniffing. He wants to go and sniff your underwear. There's more to that, though. This is extreme. That is quite extreme. Yeah, Joy, I hear you. It's quite extreme, oh, please. We need to know what this is about. Pretty funny. Yeah, turn down mute your YouTube, please, so we can hear you without the echo. Yeah, Pretty Ebony is in the building.
Hi, Auntie Bridgie. Can you hear
Hello.
me?
Yeah, hello, sweetheart. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. I've been a big fan of yours for a few years now, but I've never called in.
Oh, welcome. Let's clap for Pretty Ebony. I love your
Oh,
voice. You
oh,
sound
thank
so,
you.
your voice is so melodious. You're welcome.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah. Where are you? Are you in the US, UK? Where?
I'm in the US. I'm in Illinois, close to Chicago.
Oh, I see. I see. You're welcome.
Thank you. And happy to July 4th Independence to all my American people on the show.
Oh, yeah. Today is your July 4th. Aha. I
Yes.
see. I see. So you're having lots of celebration over there today now, are you?
It's really quiet for me. I'm attempting to barbecue for the first time in my life, so I'm burning up half the meat, but we're getting there.
Well, you learn from that. Next time you do.
I'm learning from that, I tell you. Yes,
Yeah.
I just wanted to share a little bit of my experience and things I had to do. I recently ended a 13-year marriage. It was pretty abusive.
Right.
And my ex was not even Nigerian. He's from here. So it was pretty abusive. It was somewhat narcissistic and so many, and a lot of that goes hand in hand with trust issues too.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know, so I remember, like, for instance, you just mentioned about some spouses that would go sniffing. You know, mine wasn't that bad, but I remember, I was going to school at the time for my undergrad, and he wouldn't come pick me because then I didn't drive. He wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
come pick me, so I would have to walk all the way from school, over an hour walk all the way home. And he was like, one day it was like the hot summer, and as soon as I got home, all I wanted to do was take a cool shower, and that started a big argument because he felt like I must have gone somewhere. That's why the minute I walked in the house, I wanted to go take a shower. And I'm telling you, that became a huge
That's a trust
argument.
issue there. Yeah, that's a trust
Yes,
issue there.
a
Mm-hmm.
lot of trust issues. I hanging out with friends was a problem,
Mm-hmm.
like to the point he would accuse me. Even my female friends, he thought maybe something was going on, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So yeah, trust issue is terrible. And
Yeah.
the funny thing is, I've noticed a lot of people that tend to have trust issues tend to be doing things they shouldn't do either. So I
Yes.
think that's
Yes.
where some of the foundation of it comes from, because he would lie all the time. There was infidelity, but I was always the one being accused. So something I had to do, because that was starting to affect me too. When you have a partner that's constantly cheating, or you can't trust anything they tell you. I had to
Yeah.
start to detach myself emotionally. Otherwise, I knew I was going to end up doing the same thing. Anything he tells me, I won't be able to believe it, because I constantly found out he was lying about stuff that didn't even require for anyone to even lie at all.
Yeah.
So I had to learn to detach myself from that. He could go out sometimes and gone for hours, not come out to early hours of the morning.
Yeah.
um, I'll let him be. As soon as once I realize, okay, you're safe, you're okay, this is just a habit you're starting to do. Oh, good. As long as you're fine. If you're coming at 3, 4 a.m. in the morning, as long as you're not dead on the side of the road, hey, knock yourself out, because I can't kill myself. I have kids to take care of. I'm trying to focus on school, because obviously this marriage is not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I need to have a foundation for myself and my children while all of this just goes crazy. So I had to
Absolutely.
start learning to focus on what I could change, what I
Yeah.
could fix, and also start a change. Because another thing, when you go through an abusive situation, you start to have behaviors that help you cope
Yeah.
in that situation that is not actually healthy in a healthy situation. So I
Yeah.
had to learn to start working on me, because there was a lot of physical abuse too. So I got to the point where once we have an argument, I'm like getting myself ready, because I don't know how bad this is going to get. When I'm getting choked, I'm getting hit. So sometimes I feel like I have to fight back, and I
Yeah.
realized, okay, it's changing who I am. This is not me. So I had
Yeah.
to start working on myself, to start detaching myself from that too, on learning this behavior I had to learn. Because initially when we got married, I'll be so scared. I'd never seen anything like that before.
Hmm.
So I would just cower in the corner. I would cry. But one day I'm just like, wait, I mean, Niger girl, Niger, not they carry last. You're going to beat, no, we're going to fight this, things like that. But I knew that that was not a healthy way to deal with things once I got out of it. So a little example for me, when I started noticing somebody else started talking to me just a few months back, and I just noticed that, oh, who are you going to meet? Oh, you're going to do this, And I remember one time he had asked, so what are you doing on the weekend? I was like, oh, nothing really. My kid's dad is going to come see them for a little bit. I'm just going to be somewhere in the house, just let them hang out. And it became, oh, are you sure he's just going to come see them? Are you sure he's not coming to see you too?
No,
You
no,
sure?
no,
And I'm
no.
just like,
That's
yeah,
not
we're
that
going to
person.
make this up right now. I've just come out of a bad situation. I'm trying to heal.
Yeah.
I cannot handle this. I don't even
No.
have this. I don't have
That,
the energy.
that's not, it's not on at all. Somebody in the comment section is asking,
Oh, okay.
Pretty Ebony, they're asking, was it a white American or black American?
Black.
Okay. All right. Go on.
But I just think the behavior, I think sometimes it's just the individual, because I know I recently just listened to the story with Auntie Jessica this morning,
Yeah.
and I realized it's not just a Nigerian thing. It's not just an
Yeah.
African thing. It
Yeah.
just cuts across the board,
Yeah.
across the world. It doesn't matter what the person's nationality is. Whoever has
Absolutely.
those tendencies just has it.
Yeah.
Especially when they're maybe insecure for some reason or from the background. My story was really similar to Auntie Jessica's story, even up to the spiritual part of it. And
Yeah.
a lot of people are like, really? An American? I'm like, yeah, they dabble into the occult too. You just don't know. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was so yeah, those are the kind of things I
Let
have
me
to
tell you
do.
something that happened. Ebony.
Okay.
Unfortunately, a lot of our people, I've noticed this about Nigerians, and I'm not sorry to say it, I'm a Nigerian, and maybe I would have been like this too if I didn't come to this part of the world. I don't know. But I noticed that a lot of us Nigerians don't have the ability to empathize with the other person.
Yes, you're right.
And that's something that I've noticed, over time, just watching people's comments and the way people react when somebody shares their pain. What am I
Yes.
trying to get to? I don't want to interrupt you. I want you to have the floor and tell us. But somebody who I helped in the past through this show, she came to me. She was in an abusive relationship. I gave her some advice, and she followed it, and it worked for her.
Yes.
This same woman listened to Jessica's story, and she had the audacity to send me a message on WhatsApp because she has my number now, and
Oh,
she
okay.
said, "Oh, Jessica's story. In fact, she doesn't believe the story. It doesn't add up. That why can't she just move on? Jessica, please don't take this to heart. I didn't. I didn't. I mean, I'm just sharing this to say some people how they are.
Yeah.
Oh, I moved on in my own case. Why can't she just move on? And why is she not working? Why is she this?" And then she laughed. She put this
Oh,
laugh.
wow. That's,
Wow.
it's so sad because I totally understand where you're coming from. And I
I
think
went
because,
I went in on her and I was
yeah,
like, how dare you? How
yeah.
dare you? How
I
dare
think the,
you?
the problem with we Nigerians sometimes, I don't know if it's a general African thing, as long as it's not affecting us personally, we're very judgmental. And
Yeah.
it's very upsetting when I'm like, even if it doesn't affect me, you're a woman like me. Let's even imagine you've never experienced what I'm going through, but
Yes.
just the fact that you
She
see
has
me
also
hurting.
experienced a very
Yes,
difficult relationship as well. Her situation was not as bad as Jessica's own. But I
yes,
thought she would understand, but she didn't. And she
no,
had the audacity to be sending me messages and laughing. I told her, I said, don't you ever contact me again. When you
yeah,
came to me, I spoke to you, I gave you the advice that I need, and you say you're in a better place now. And she had it, and she said, "Oh, I've even built a house now, bought a house now in Nigeria." I said, "So freaking what? Who cares about your house?" And I
yeah,
said, "You know what? I blocked her." I said,
yeah,
because you don't have the ability to empathize with
with
another woman,
others, yes.
you've been through a similar experience yourself. You're comparing it. No two people's situation is the
Is
same.
yes. And what Auntie Jessica went through is very similar to mine, because my children and I ended up in a shelter for about over a year, two separate shelters. And it was a very traumatic experience for us, because you're not just dealing with yourself, you're dealing with little children. And a part of you also feels guilty because you feel like you're part of the reason why your children have to experience something like this. So I
Yeah,
struggled with that too. I struggled with, and I know a lot of people don't like to come out and say their story. Sometimes it's because of the embarrassment they feel. For
yeah,
me, when I lived in a shelter, unless I had to tell people, I didn't, because yes, most people were quick to say, "Oh, you have these qualifications. It should be easy." It's not that easy,
Yeah.
especially when you're dealing with someone that's willing to fight you, even though they know they've hurt you, but they don't want to even accept that they've hurt you. They're willing to fight you for whatever,
Yeah.
So I remember telling my ex, I'm like, "Look, anything I can lead to you. It's material stuff. It's God I look up to. He will always. It's material. It can be replaced. But you see, my children, I will fight you with the last drop of my blood when it comes to them."
Yeah.
Because what matters for me is their safety and their well-being. We've made this mistake. Let's be mature and handle it as mature adults, or let's deal with it the way we have to deal with it. And thankfully, one thing that also really worked for me, the most important thing was just praying and being open to what I felt like I was receiving from God as direction. So
Right.
a lot of things that some people had to go through, I didn't have to go through, but it's not because I'm so good or I knew the perfect way to handle it. I just kind of followed the way I felt God was leading me. So like material stuff, I abandoned practically everything. I just put whatever I could load into my vehicle, loaded my kids up, and we were out.
Good.
I had to let go of everything I've ever spent money on.
Very
I'm like, it's
good.
materialistic stuff. Your
Yeah.
life is more important. Your children's well-being is more important. And
Yeah.
today, yes, I'm not where I want to be yet, but I'm doing so much better.
Yeah.
My kids are in a home where they laugh, they play. There's no, oh, mom and dad are fighting. They're hiding in the corner. There's,
Yeah.
because when you get into that state of mind, you're trying to defend yourself. It's like almost you forget that there are kids in the background.
Yeah.
And it's horrible. So I was like, I'm never gonna let my kids keep going through this. Initially, I was like, oh, I don't want my kids in a broken home, but I realized I was hurting them more than I was helping them because they were in a toxic environment. Now they can relate with your dad separately from me.
Yeah.
I make sure they have as much access to him as possible. So they have a peaceful visit. They can have fun. They can laugh. They're healthy. They're happy. Yes, it's not the perfect way
Mm-hmm.
it could be, but it's healthier than where we were. So I can totally understand where Auntie Jessica is coming from. I wish her the very best, and hopefully I will shoot you a message. Hopefully I can reach out to her too and just
She's in
share
the comment
how.
section. She's actually here now as you're talking.
Oh,
Jessica is here. Yeah,
oh,
she's here.
okay, yes, I would love
Yeah.
to connect with her and talk with her. We have
Yeah.
similar backgrounds. I think sometimes people that have been through something like you,
Yeah.
they
Like a
understand
support
you
group. You
other
become support
people.
for one another.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
because you really understand the pain that other people might not understand. Because I know a lot of people tell me, just leave. It's not that hard to leave. It's not
Yeah.
that easy. There's so many
Yeah.
people that have left that have gotten killed after leaving.
Yeah.
Some people's lives are in danger when they leave.
Yeah.
They're actually a little safer still there until they have a plan. So it's
Yeah.
not that easy. And Nigerians, they want to tell you what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And it's almost like, you're supposed to do this and do them. Like,
Yeah.
not with
Thank
my
God I
shoulder.
did it.
Tell
I
me
did
how.
it. It happened to me and I did it. Why can't you do it?
Yeah. Oh, some have not even been through it at all. And they're going to tell you, no, this is how you're supposed to do it. I remember when they were telling me, oh, just leave the state. I'm like, I can't just leave the state. I could get my kids taken away because he can report me and say I abducted the kids. I can't just
Yeah.
leave the state. And they'll argue with you. And I'm like, well, I realized one thing is like, I have to live for me and my kids.
Yeah.
If you
Pretty
want to get mad
definitely.
at me,
Somebody
because,
is asking in the comment section, do you
okay.
need any help? Are you okay? Somebody, I think she's in America as well, and this is
Oh,
the do you need any help? Or are you okay now?
oh,
Um,
well, we're doing okay. I actually just my kids and I fine. We got a place of our own now. I actually just got a new job, so I'm relocating.
oh, well
So
done.
it's
Well
going
done.
well. But yes, it will be nice to and we'll hang out with friends and get to meet new people. So that I can I wouldn't mind hooking up with some friends, make some new friends. That's not but financially we're doing okay. I'm not at my $1 billion status yet, but I'm working towards
It
that.
doesn't matter. Do you know what your $1 billion is? Is your mental health, your sanity.
It is.
It's the
Oh my
peace
gosh.
that you
And
have
Sabrina, you
now.
don't even know. Like when
The
I
peace.
was in that marriage,
Mm.
coming home after work, I
Yeah.
didn't want to come home. I would
Yeah.
keep thinking
You
of
can
where I
put a
can just
price to your
go.
peace. Your children being able to
Yes,
laugh
and
and play
those are
again.
the only reason why I would go home when I remember, oh, my kids are gonna be at home, so I
Yeah.
gotta go home. But I didn't
Yeah.
want to go home because I didn't know what I was gonna walk into, you
Yeah.
know. So walking into your own home, and you can just relax. If I
Yeah.
don't want to cook today, I'm not cooking. Kids, drink cereal or let's order pizza.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna guilt trip you or tell
Yeah.
you you're a bad
You're a
mom or a
bad
bad
wife.
wife.
Yes.
Or,
For not
you
cooking.
know, you don't have that mental stress, financial stress, because for a while I had to stay home, take care of the kids because it was much cheaper to do that. But
Yeah.
then I had to suffer financially because he would never support me financially. I want to buy deodorant. I practically have to beg I need deodorant.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So I totally understand. And yeah, we have, in those kind of situations, we have to learn so much bad behavior, not because we mean to, but we need to protect ourselves, you
Yeah.
know. So when I came out of it, even now, I'm still working on myself, because I'm like, I hope to remarry when the right person comes along, but I know I need to drop some of the things I learned from the
Yeah.
previous situation, because I
Yeah.
cannot take that into a healthy environment and hurt the next person, because he's not the one that hurt me. So even now, I still keep working on myself. And the important
Yeah.
thing is to notice that you have a problem,
Yeah.
that you've picked up along the way, not because you're a bad person, but because you had to protect yourself, your heart, your emotions, all those kind of things. So,
Yeah. But I mean, well done, Pretty Ebony. Well done. I mean, what people go through, I mean, nobody knows what you go through more than yourself. Uh,
yes,
I really, I mean, I appreciate the fact that you are standing, you are here for your kids, and you went through it, and you are still here today. You are able to testify and to share about your
yeah,
experience. And yeah, I'm really, really grateful that you were able to come on and to talk about this openly. But the only thing I'm going to say to you before you leave is that please take your time. Yeah.
yeah,
Take your time before you start dating or getting, you know, into relationships again. Just take
yeah.
your time and please, I see that you are a woman of faith, that you're a Christian and you believe in
Oh
God.
yes, that's what
So
got me through it.
yeah,
Yes,
go
because
to
we've been
God
we've been
in prayer and
separated
take
for
your
going
time.
on 4 years now. The divorce was recently final,
Yeah,
about a little over a year ago, but we've been actually completely separated for almost 4 years.
good.
So yeah, it's been a while. It's been a process, but we're making it. We're
Yeah,
getting.
it is well with you. It is well
Yeah.
with you.
Thank you, Auntie Bridget, and God
Thank
bless
you
you.
so
You're
much.
helping so
God
many
bless
people.
you.
You're helping us every day. So
Uh,
thank you. I really appreciate you.
Thank you, my love. All the best to you, your new job, and your kids. It is
Thank
well with
you.
you. Thank you so much. God bless.
Amen. Thank you so much. Bye
All
bye.
right. Bye bye. Wow. That's pretty ebony. Wow. Sometimes when you don't even expect, that's when people will just come on and say things. Oh my God. People are going through a lot. Oh, women especially. Men go through things too, but women own Don't be here. Oh. It is well. Mercy. Devil is a
Yes,
liar. You are bad.
devil is a liar. I'm telling you, Queen B, the
Devil is
devil
a
is a
liar.
liar.
You must
You know
tell
what
us.
happened? I keep receiving call, people calling me, and that's why I get cut off every time.
Right.
Um, but kudos to Ebony. Really, I mean, so let me tell you this: people like Ebony, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm speaking from everything that she's saying. I was talking before I get cut off, like when the greatest of betrayal is the one that you suffer as a childhood from
Yeah.
your parent that's supposed to protect you. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
like if you have a good childhood, okay, if you are protected and you are provided for everything, I mean, it's not perfect or close to perfection, and you are able to get grounded, okay.
Mm.
So no matter the situation that you find yourself in the future, your beginning is always going to come back to
Yeah.
you to play the role.
Yeah.
That is why the beginning is so important. Like the
Yeah.
parents really, and for the kind of parent that we had, I guess at one point we just have to forgive them and have to relearn how to
Yeah.
manage our emotion. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Someone like Ebony, from the way that she speaks, I think she has a very solid foundation. You understand
Yeah.
what I mean? When someone who has a solid foundation speak, you can tell,
Yeah.
because even though, and it doesn't mean that life is going to perfect for you. It doesn't matter what kind of childhood that you have to begin with. You know what I mean? Um, but here's the thing though. I'm not going to mention names, but I have a family member who, I don't know if you offer the solution to, like when the trust get broken, it's most hardest thing to kind of build back up. You know what I mean? It takes a lot. And sometimes it might take a lifetime to build it back up. It depends on the person who break the trust, isn't it? So, hello?
Yeah. I can hear you.
Yeah. So it's like when one of my family member who step out of the marriage, and the wife text me, actually. This was
Mhm.
like 5 years ago or so. She
Mhm.
texts me. And then I called her back and she was hysterical when she find out, right? So I called this family member and I said, first of all, I asked him, I said, did you do this? He denied. He denied. I said, so why would you think that your wife would lie on you for this something this big? Eventually, he confessed, okay? And when he confessed, I told him, I said, listen, what you just did now, I hope, unless you want your family together. Now they already have 6 children, okay? 6. I'm telling you. I said,
I need to ask, because in Nigeria it's okay, you have help, but abroad, nobody to help.
I tell you, I don't even know how he get time to do all of that, for real. Like, they have 6 children. Actually, they have 5 then, because they had one after everything reconciled. They had 5 then. So I told him, I said, everything now is up to you. Everything now, from now, everything, how your family, whether you're going to break it up or you're going to amend it, everything is up to you. And what you did, you're probably going to have to pay for this for the rest of your life. So it has to start with you. There's nothing, you have to find a way to get her to regain her trust back. And if you cannot do that, she's out of the door.
Yeah.
She's out of the door. You know what he did? Every time he will call me, he will say, hey, listen, so before, he is not a romantic person even before. You know what I mean? Like, you know, typical. He's not even, he wasn't ever a romantic person to begin with. So now he started to learn. He will be searching. He'll be searching. How do you romance your wife? Like, how do you? I mean, like, so he asked me to recommend the books that he can read to help him and all that. For real. This man, he went to work. He's learning how to
do romance to please the wife. At least he's sorry. He's thinking of, if he lives abroad, he's thinking of the child support for 6 children. We'll finish him.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? So, because I told him the seriousness of it. I told him, I said, this is, you only you can fix it. And he did. He's still doing it. It's up to now, he's still doing it. He never stopped doing it. You know what? The wife has access not only to his phone, he has access. It's not even on social media, maybe only on Facebook or whatever, which is not even active. Yeah. She has access to it. His bank account, she has access to it. His work schedule, she knows when he's working and when he's not working.
Yeah, he's working so he has to rebuild the trust. So he will do whatever.
Yes, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work.
Human beings, we have the ability of changing, but only
we do
ourselves. Nobody can change us. The wife has lived with him all these years. It was not romantic. She didn't mind. She was managing him like that. Now that he has gone to step out, he's trying to gain the wife's favor. All of a sudden, his brother is learning romance.
Up to tomorrow, he's still doing it. You know, he started, at the beginning, he started buy her flower, which he never did. So came to find out that there's a particular flower the wife allergic to. The wife end up in the hospital. Because
romance have gone back,
He said, oh my God, from just trying to do everything. You know what his wife told him? His wife said, don't buy no flower no more. Just give me the money. I will buy whatever I want to buy. You know what he did?
Romantic. He's giving wife the flower that he's allergic to.
Yes. He went ahead and set up a separate account just for her name. Yeah. He set up a separate account just for her name, and every month he put certain amount in there for shopping.
Everybody in the comment section is laughing seriously at this.
No, for real. This I don't. You see, this person I know, but again, here's another thing. Some people, we all make mistakes. No one is perfect. You understand what I mean? At the end of the day, again, first of all, it depends on you mostly. Second of all, it depends on the kind of people that you are surrounded with. Okay, because he in the beginning he was heavily rely on us, me and one of my two of my other sisters. He was heavily rely on us because he has no idea how he's going to do it. At the
Yeah.
same time, he know that he already screwed up. And
So
I
he was
told him,
relying on you to help him fix his marriage.
yes. I told him, I said, you're going to have to do the work. You know in it, you're going to have to do it. If you need
Yeah.
help, let us know, and then we will guide you. But this, you're going to have to do this for the rest of your life. You cannot do otherwise no more. Your free time is over.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's still doing it till today, eh? He's still
He will do
till
it
today.
as long as he has to. He will do it forever because he's.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
these are the things
That
he
is
should have been doing.
that is
Talking
what it
seriously
takes.
now, Embassy,
For
talking
it.
seriously, these are the things he should have been doing, regularly before this happened. But now, he's what the Catholic call penance. Is paying penance now because he's committed a sin, against the wife. So he has to pay penance. He's paying penance now. That's what he's doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
And they're good. They're good. The wife
Mm.
is she's happy. Every time I ask her, I say, you good? She said, yes. Sis, I'm good. I said, you
Mm.
good? She said, yes, I'm good. And I know it's because she's good. If she's not good, I'm sure she would tell me. You know what I mean?
Mm.
But
Yeah.
it's like we have to allow him. I say, you make the mistake, you have to correct your mistake. And if you
Yeah.
don't correct your mistake, this is what is gonna happen. If you do, this is what's gonna happen. So
Yeah.
you have a choice. Make a choice. Whatever. If you want your 5 children to become somebody else's children, it's up to
Yeah.
you. Nobody's gonna help you with that. When you are going there, you didn't call us, so don't
Yeah.
call us now. You go ahead and do it.
Yeah. Very, very
Yeah.
interesting story. Thank you so much,
So
Mbasi.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Thank
go
you.
on. You wanted to say something, say that. Yeah, you can go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that to come back to what I said in the beginning, like trust is very is unless you've been there, you will never know what can feel like. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
Yeah.
once it's broken,
Yeah.
it's so hard. And the only person that can build that trust back is the person
It's
who
yourself.
broke it
Broke
to
it. Yeah.
begin with.
Yeah.
Yeah. And because some people will say, oh, give him or give her time. No. Your time is over. Your time is over. So
Yeah.
it's either you do or you don't. There's no your free time is over. You just have to fix it if you want to, and if you don't, then whatever the issue is, everybody, you want to lose your family, then go ahead. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much, my sister.
You're
I'm sorry
welcome.
you came back. This is the story you wanted to share that
Yeah,
connect.
that's why I keep calling. I know.
I didn't want you to share the story. You see, God has put the enemy to shame. You heard it. Thank you,
Thank
my
you.
sister.
You're
I want
welcome. All right.
to you. Have a good
Same
evening.
here. You
Bye.
too. Thank you. Bye.
Baba has fallen out of favor. One thing, I see you, Chantel. I'm going to add you just now. I'm sorry for the way. I'm sure you are laughing too. Everybody in the comment section, they are laughing so much. You see, what I want to take away from the story that Mbasi just shared is the fact that as women, this is teaching us that it is what you tolerate that will continue. You see her family member, if the wife just kept quiet and pretended like she didn't know that he stepped out, or she was not going to deal with him, like saying, oh, you stepped out, this marriage is over, I'm not doing it again, pack your bags and go, or I'm taking the children and leaving. You think Baba will repent? You think he will start sending flower that sent his wife to hospital? He gave her flower, different flowers. So the woman fell sick. So it is what you permit that will continue. It will be perpetuated because it will continue because you permitted it. Ladies, anything you know you are not going to be able to live it, don't even allow it to begin. Once it happens, put your foot down. Say, no, I'm not going to take this. I won't take it. But when you continue, you do as if, oh, it doesn't matter. He will carry on cheating. You see, as this brother is learning romance, all of a sudden now, Baba, after 6 children, he didn't romance how 6 children later. Baba is learning romance by force. It is well. It is well. It's a funny story, but there's so many lessons there, and I hope that while we laugh and joke, we'll take the lessons from it. Thank you so much, Mbasi. I love you. Yeah, we got Chantel here. Hello, Chantel.
Yeah. Hello, how are you? I'm so
Oh, you're
excited to
welcome.
finally join in. I'm your Kenyan
Oh,
fan
where are you based, Chantel? Are you in Kenya?
in Southampton. No, in
Oh,
Southampton, but I saw
okay.
you in Kenya. Next time you come to Kenya, I'll invite you to my place. It's not far from where you are.
Oh,
with
really?
Auntie Joki. Yes, but I'm here in the UK.
I see. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm your diehard fan.
Oh, thank you so much, Chantel.
Yeah, this channel is really, really good. It's so informative, it's educative for all of us, not only Nigerians, but
Yeah, of
us as
course. Not for
Africans in
Nigerians
the
alone. No.
diasporans as well.
Oh,
So we
yes.
learn a lot because we do have really common problems as
Yes,
Africans as well.
absolutely.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
yes. So I'm just going to share a bit about my story about the trust issues.
Okay.
Sometimes when you have when you have trust issues or the other person is the one who's having trust issues, it can
Yeah.
impact on your other relationships in future if you don't work on yourself as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So I remember when I was really growing up in my early 20s in Kenya, I had this one of your brother, Niger guy, Igbo man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we were really young at the time. We were both
Mm-hmm.
in our early 20s, but he had trust issues and he wouldn't let me say, we used to live where I grew up. So obviously, you know, people around and people would say hello to you and you'd be so mad. Why did they greet you? Why was that he looking at you? Don't you think I saw the way he was looking? And he used to, even he was physical
Mm-hmm.
as well. But then,
Mm-hmm.
you know, when you are young, you think that this is love, that he loves you. That's why
He's
he's
doing all that.
behaving.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
doing all that. But when, like now, I'm in my 40s, then I can see that that was really not
It
healthy
was not love.
relationship.
That's abuse.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
wasn't love. Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
yes. And
Yeah.
yeah, but finally, actually, he's the one who brought me here to
Oh,
England.
really? Did
But
you end up
yeah, but
marrying him?
no, I didn't end up. He was Igbo man. He said, "Oh, I'm an Igbo. I can't marry a Kenyan woman." But I think that was he was the only good thing I take from him. He let me go.
Thank God
Yeah,
for you.
yeah, he let me
Thank
go.
God
For that
that an
reason,
Igbo man
I am
cannot
always
marry again.
grateful. Yes, I
Yeah.
cannot marry. I'm
Thank
an
God he didn't
Igbo
marry you.
unless I
Why
can
did he
stay
marry
in.
you? Hmm.
Exactly. He's still in Kenya, so he's still in Kenya with his Igbo wife, but I moved forward. But then moving forward, you know, in your relationships, as Ebony said, it doesn't matter whether they're white or
Black.
black.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, it depends with someone's character and it depends with the
Yeah.
person. If the person has trust issues or abusive, uh, there will be bad people, you know?
Yeah.
For me, even with relationship with the white people, even my white husband, it was the same because you kind of feel like a bit like domestic violence. You kind of attract the same kind of people. Then you
Yeah.
even doubt yourself that
Yeah.
what is wrong with me that I keep
Attracting the same
attracting
people.
the
Yeah.
same
There
kind
was
of
someone that
people.
came on the show the other day. Ola. Shanta, if you've not seen that video, I want you to watch it. The
Yes.
title of the show is called "What Do Men Want?"
Yes, I think I joined the show, but
Yeah,
I
if
didn't
you've not
join
watched
all
it
of
from the
it.
beginning, I advise you to watch it because he talked about why, when you attract the same kind of men, there's a reason why. So I want you to go and watch it. That guy, he shed a lot of sense in that video. So yeah, take a look at that video when you have time. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely go and watch it back.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
ended up marrying a white guy here in the
Yeah, I
UK.
ended up, yeah, okay, well, here and in Ireland. Here, one, and then ran away to Ireland and married an Irish man who was very abusive as well. And as
Again,
even, yeah, as someone said that if you don't work on yourself, then
yeah,
yeah, you keep attracting the same
the
things.
same
You have to
people.
work on yourself
Yeah,
and get yourself from the situation. And
yeah,
our people are not supportive. Even Kenyans, we Africans, I think, are not. Some
yeah,
Africans are not supportive. They'll blame you. They say you are an African, you have to be strong. But I had to get myself, and
yeah,
that's why I moved back to the UK. I got myself in the situation because it's not all only healthy for you, and also for the kids you bring up as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, okay. So, do you feel like it was because of that relationship that you had in Kenya that was, your experience there that impacted on other relationships? I mean, you are not
No, no,
responsible for
no, no,
another
no.
person.
No, 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 no. I don't think so. But the fact that you kind of attracting the same kind of thing. And also, not really long time ago, I went to Kenya on holiday. You know, we have beautiful hotels there. So then
Yeah.
I met this English guy as well in Kenya, and he's like, "Oh, I'm from Southampton, and I'm like, I live in Southampton. So we started talking. But he doesn't live here in the UK, he lives in Malta, but I could see the signs. I could smell the signs. Then I said, you know what? Because he used to ring me early in the morning. What time do you wake up? 5:30. He starts calling me at 5.
5
At
a.m.
what at 5 a.m. in the morning, and he
Is
wants
he,
to
is,
talk
is he
until I
okay?
get
Is he okay? Or he's high on something?
I
5
just
a.m.
thought, oh no, maybe this guy is not okay.
Thank
You
you,
know what I
Nicole.
did? I
Thank you
said
so
no.
much. Nicole.
I could see that the signs. So what I
Yes,
did, I said no, 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 no. This
yeah,
person is not for me. No, I can't
yeah,
deal with this. Then I said,
yeah.
I can introduce you to another sister, and the same sister said the same thing when I introduced. But he's there in Kenya now with that sister. They're together. Maybe he could handle. But now I can't go through that again. You have to
No,
unlearn, and you have to work on yourself as well.
yeah, yeah. Do
Yeah.
you have kids, Chantel?
Yeah, I've got one daughter.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, I've
okay.
got one daughter, and I'm and an auntie to two Naija, two Yorubas.
Oh, okay.
Both
Yeah,
sisters have
okay.
2 kids. Yes.
Oh, okay, okay. I mean, you sound like from my little experience of meeting Kenyans and knowing their women, they seem a lot more calmer than Nigerian women. That I can say.
Yes.
Your
Yes,
ladies
they
are
are.
so much calmer. They are not hyper like us Nigerian girls are so gra 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 gra. You are more
Yes.
like a very very. Uh, I don't know the word to use without offending anybody, but you are more like you know let me use the word calm. I'll just use the word calm
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
that's
we
the
are
only thing I've
calm.
been
Yeah.
putting in my mind now. Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm glad that you learned from your experience and you already know now. So when you saw that other white man again in Kenya, what do you guys call white men again
Oyibo
in
man.
no,
Mzungu.
you go is Nigeria.
Mzungu.
Muzungu. Yeah, that's the word I'm
Mzungu.
looking
Yeah.
for. I
Yeah,
love that
Mzungu.
word, Muzungu. So you saw
Mzungu,
another
yes.
Muzungu that was going to start calling you at 5
Ah,
a.m.
5 a.m. and he would
And you
call me
put a
the
stop
whole
to that
day.
very quick.
I
Say, no,
just
no,
put a
no, no,
stop. I
no.
just told him, no, 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 no. I said, if maybe my sister can handle you in Kenya. So I introduced, and I went on holiday. You know what happened? I just blocked him and I went on holiday. And someone
Yeah,
told him I'm in Kenya. He books the flight. And I said, I can't deal with this rubbish again. So
yeah,
then I just decided I said, maybe someone in Kenya can handle him. And
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's me.
Neka,
Yeah.
I see you. Yeah, mellow. Yeah, that's another word. Rahim said reserve. Yeah. Kenya, a lot of them, the women, very chilled. Yeah, relax. Yeah,
Yeah, yes.
yeah.
And sometimes men take that as if
They
we
take,
are
yeah,
mumu.
men will take
They
advantage.
think
You
you are
know why?
mumu. Yeah,
Yes, exactly. You know why Nigerian women have to be like this is because our men are very strong, like they're
exactly.
men's men. Nigerian men are men's men. So if
I know. When I was going out with him, I actually even changed. I was trying to be like Niger woman. I was
you have
shouting
to be able
myself.
to survive with a Nigerian man,
Yeah.
you can't be so relaxed.
I learned pidgin English. I sabi well. I talk and finish. And this channel, I
Oh,
even learned more new words like
you
kerewa
know
and
even English.
pie. I sabi
Oh,
well.
you sabi well, well. Very good,
Yeah.
very, very good. I hope you're in a good place now,
I am in a
mentally,
good place.
emotionally.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank God I'm in a
yeah.
good place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just continue to work on yourself.
Yeah.
When somebody brings all that into a relationship, you always have to know that it's not about you. It's not what you
Exactly.
have done or what you haven't done.
Yes,
It's not their own issues. That's what one thing you have to identify. Yeah.
exactly.
You are doing everything because you love that person, you want to be in the relationship. But when someone has trust issues, it's hard. It's really,
Yes.
really hard. And there's
Yeah,
nothing you can do because they come with those
exactly.
trust issues into the marriage or the relationship anyway. And when
Yeah,
abuse is added on top of trust issues, that's a no, 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 no. Yeah.
exactly. And sometimes
Yeah.
you kind of start blaming yourself. You kind of think,
Mhm.
oh, maybe I'm the one who has a problem, but it's not you, it's them who has a
Yeah.
problem. Yes.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
I remember even I could apologize for nothing and I've done nothing and I just apologize. I'm sorry, and done nothing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we wish you the very best, Chantel. Going forward, the Lord will compensate you and give you somebody that is
Amen.
worthy of your love. Yeah, someone that will
Amen.
treat you like a princess that you are. You are so soft spoken, and just talking to you, I can tell that you don't like wahala. You are not a gra
No,
gra
no, no,
person.
no, no, no. I
Yeah,
don't like. Most Kenyans don't like wahala.
You don't like
Yeah,
wahala. You're just an
yeah, we don't
easygoing
like.
person.
Yeah, we don't
Yeah.
like wahala.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunately, if you meet a man that likes wahala, whether you like it or not, he will bring
Oh,
it.
exactly. They
Yeah, it's
bring.
even
Yeah.
Muzungu that we thought a lot of African women will come and tell us, marry Muzungu, marry Oyibo. If you don't
No,
want
no, 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 no. It
so Oyibo
depends with
too.
an individual. It's not because of them being Wigo. I think it's because trust me, when I went with mine in Kenya, my sisters told me, I thought you married Oibo. How come this
Uh-huh.
one is
How come
not
it's
like
happening to you again with Oyibo?
oh,
Oyibo too became abusive. Can you imagine?
yeah,
Yeah, there are some
Oibo.
Oyibo that are very abusive. Yeah, Oyibo too, they take out their wives sometimes now. You know them, their own is always extreme when they want to do.
Extreme. That
Yeah,
one was extreme. That's a
yeah,
story for another day. I had to
yeah,
leave and I had to leave the country to come here, and then I had to go and become a state witness in Ireland. So you can imagine something that was in
wow.
the newspaper about because of him. So it was not good. And then
Yeah,
and you see our people are not supportive. They blame you until that thing happened. Then they say, oh, they kind of blame you that you are the one who's wrong. They're not. Why can't you pick yourself up? Why can't you get out? But it's not as
yeah,
easy as. But when you are
yeah,
ready, you are ready. No one will.
yeah.
You'll just
Yeah.
pick
Are
yourself
you a
up.
Christian, Chantel?
I am a Christian. Yes.
Okay, so just keep trusting God, praying. And we had so many testimonies in the last video that I did. If you watch it, so many
Yes.
women who had worse experience than you, but today God has rewarded them with men that
Yes.
are
I've been
deserving.
following them. I've
Yeah,
been your every
yeah.
time I'm on your channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, your case is not different. It's not isolated.
Yes.
God has a way of compensating people. So don't worry. Don't give up. You've
Yes.
had negative experiences so far, but you know what? God can change in 1 second like this. This God will turn everything around, and it will bring you the person that deserves to be with a woman that is kind and calm and understanding and loving like you. So we wish you the very best of luck.
Yes.
And thank you for sharing. Have a good evening.
You too.
All right. Bye, sis.
Bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye. Yeah. Somebody in the comment section, Jenny, I pinned that comment since because I want to talk about it, but I didn't want to interrupt Chantel. You say you are Ugandan. I'm Uganda. Jenny said I'm Uganda, and we're brought up knowing women are supposed to be polite. Okay, I want to talk about that briefly before I quickly get to the solutions or trust issues, what you should do if you are having those issues and you're in a relationship. There's a difference between being polite and being subdued. Yeah. Polite means that you are respectful. And because I say Nigerian women are, you know, more hyper, more assertive, doesn't mean that they are not polite. Have you met Yoruba women? Hello. They kneel down to greet. Do you kneel down to greet in Kenya? So what am I saying? Respect and being polite has nothing to do with, being uh is completely different. They are not related. Nigerian Yoruba, there's a tribe in Nigeria called Yoruba. They kneel down to greet. They will kneel down to greet. So respect is not what we are talking about. It's about being subdued. Like you heard Chantel saying that she will apologize for something she didn't do, or she just felt like apologizing because the way the man has just made her feel like she's always in the wrong. I'm talking about being assertive. A lot of Nigerian women are being assertive. I don't see the assertiveness in a lot. I'm not saying all Kenyan women. Some of them are, but a lot of them are just more calmer, not as assertive as Nigerian women. I mean, everything in life has the good and the bad parts. It doesn't mean that they don't have calm Nigerian women. We have a lot of Nigerian women that are also very calm and kind of subdued like that. Yeah. So it's not about respect, polite, or being polite. Yeah. A lot of Nigerian women are polite, they are respectful, but you see that sister that we're talking her story just now that Embassy was telling us about. If you bring shit, they will give it to you. You will go and start sending flowers and reading books and learning how to do romance by force. Nigerian women, yeah, East Africa generally, I mean, as a people, West Africa and Africa, we are different in terms of our temperament and our personality. I've noticed that. Yeah, yeah, it's not about respect. I think I hope you understand that. I've clarified that. Yeah. It's not about respect. It's just about your personality, being assertive and all that. There's no respect that is kneeling down. You see, men who dobale. But Yoruba people will tell you dobale o shewa. Somebody can dobale and they will still curse you and tell you, auntie, orini okpe. So it's two different things. Yeah. Okay. Let's run through. I hope I've made that point there. Yeah, as a woman, India man say as a woman, you have to speak up and stand up for yourself. Yeah. If you don't, unfortunately, if you are in a relationship that is with somebody that is controlling, abusive, and if the person has trust issues, your own don't finish. So what should you do? I'm going to end in 5 minutes. What should you do if you already found yourself in such relationships? What should you do? How to handle trust issues? What should you do? How do you handle this? It's happened now. There's nothing you can do about it. Maybe you are in a marriage. Actually, there's something you can do about it. If you find that you are somebody that has trust issues, what should you do? Just accept the risk that comes with learning to trust people again. None of us is perfect. We let people down, people let us down at some point, but you need to be in a place where you trust. Without trust, there's no relationship. That's why we are talking about it. Remember the story I told you from the beginning of the show? Yeah. That guy is trying to form a relationship with someone, but he didn't come from a place of trust. And without trust, there's zero relationship. You cannot go into a relationship without trust. When you are always distrusting the person, like Chantel said now, the person she was talking to, Muzungu that she was talking to, Igbo man, will be calling her at 5 a.m. to know whether whether she's in her room or not. What's that? That's not on. So if you are not willing to accept the risk and to trust people, please just stay on your own. You know what? Celibacy is not such a bad thing. It's not such a bad thing. Some people are better off being by themselves. You don't need to be in a relationship. If you're going to hurt the other person, you're going to bring drama into their life and you're not going to trust them, you're going to break them down, please stay on your own. Yeah. Number two, learn how trust works. Yeah. Trust doesn't have to be given out freely. How does trust work? Has somebody broken your heart? Has somebody given you a reason not to trust them? Yeah, is it the same person, or are you projecting what somebody else has already done or what you experienced in your childhood to another person? Take emotional risk. Relationship is all about emotion, especially love relationship. You know, relationship between a man and a woman, or whatever kind of relationship. If it's love relationship, there's some element of risk that if you're not willing to take it, it will not happen. So if you've got trust issues, you are that one of those person that grew up in a family where you experience a lot of abuse. Oh, I've got someone in the channel, somebody in the studio. H, I'm coming, please. I'll add you in a minute. Learn to trust again. And number 4, say face your fears and other negative feelings built around trust. Face your fears. Your fear of being cheated on, being lied to. Nobody wants to be in that relationship where they constantly feel like, the other person doesn't trust them. Yeah. So face your fears. That's what it says. Hey, hello, H.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Auntie. My name is not H. I don't want to put my name up there again.
That's all right. You put
So,
H, so that's why I'll call you, because that's what you put there.
yeah, but I think my people in the audience will know who it is.
Okay, that's all right. Go ahead, my love. What do you have to say?
Yeah, so I don't personally have trust issues, but I was with a guy who had trust issues. I think he does have like some serious trust issues.
Yeah.
That like I met him like a long time ago, like when I was in college. So I'm in the UK.
Yeah.
And I met this Yoruba guy.
Mm-hmm.
And so the first time it was like he said we shouldn't tell nobody that we're doing boyfriend and girlfriend, that we're just friends. So I was like, okay, that's fine, that's cool. So then anyway, as we're going to college, he would walk with me to college and he would follow me everywhere I was going. So you used to say that we're not boyfriend and girlfriend, but you're sticking to me like glue.
Yeah.
So anyway, so one day he was walking into college, and then there was a group of kids at the side, and then there was one guy there who he's just somebody that would just say hello to me, like, you know, he was trying to pursue me, but I wasn't interested in him. He looked like a proper troublemaker.
Yeah.
So he had taken my phone number one time, and we had spoken, but this was like a year before I had met this Nigerian guy.
Yeah.
And so when this guy had phoned me, I said, I'm not interested in you. But in that, we had like a long conversation, and I was like, oh, he's a cool dude, but I'm still not interested in you, because he looked like a real girl's guy type of thing. And I'm just like coming into college. I'm not trying to get into nothing like that kind of stuff. So anyway, so fine, that's cool. So one day we're walking into college, and he says hello to me, and I just nod. I'm with this guy. I don't know, what should we call him? He's Yoruba.
Yeah, just call him Ade.
Yeah, so Ade. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm walking with Ade, and even though he's the one who said to me, we're not boyfriend and girlfriend. We shouldn't tell no one we're boyfriend and girlfriend, even though we are. So anyway, so this guy said hello to me, and I just give a little nod of my head. And then the guy's like, no, you don't give me a nod of your head. Come over, because he was with a big group of girls.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool. He's with a big group of girls. I can go over. So the guy gave me a hug, and then I went back to Ade, and then we walked into the foyer of the college. And when this guy who had said, let's not be boyfriend and girlfriend in public, gave me the most Titanic kiss of anything. And then the life continued until like 8 months later. He called me. He said, look, I'm sick. Can you come over? So I'm like 17, and I'm with my friends. And I'm like, oh, girls, I'm leaving. I'm going to go see my man. Like, you know, it's so silly. And then so I go see him. Like, I rush to go meet him. And he's sitting at the bus stop. Like, and I'm like, this guy doesn't look like he's sick. He looks like he's angry, you know. And I didn't understand why he was angry, but I was like, okay. So we walked down to his house, and he lives like a row of houses. And so there's this old white man, just a nice old white man, on this sunny day said, oh, what a beautiful day, as we're walking past him. So as we're walking past, Ade turns to me, and he's like, you know why he said that? Because you're dressed like a whore.
What did he say? What did the old man say?
Oh, what a beautiful day. But he was smiling at us, like to say, like, these two young couple, and it was a pretty day. He was just on his fence, like, you know, doing his garden, and he saw us, and he smiled at me. It's an old man. It wasn't nothing sexual, you know.
Yeah.
So as we were walking to Ade's house, he's like, you know why he said that? Because you're dressed like a whore. I was just wearing jeans and then a vest.
It's not that to you that you dress like a whore.
Yeah, because you're dressed like a whore. That's why the white man said that to you.
It's a beautiful day.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it wasn't far. We walked to his house, and then after, the door was open, and walked in, and then he turned around in the kitchen, and he just gave me one big slap on my face.
No.
And then, yeah. And so I was shocked. Like, I'm Nigerian, like, so I've been beaten before by my mom, so I'm not no timid girl who's not taken a slap or something before. But I don't know, that slap just made me feel like, I don't know, I just felt fear. So I turned around and I started to run. And up his road, there's like a slip road. So I ran in. No, first before I left the house, I ran into the sitting room, because he used to make me leave my phone into the sitting room. But there was nothing in the sitting room, just an empty sitting room. So when he went into the kitchen, I ran and got my phone, and then I ran out of the place, and then I ran up the street. There's a small slip road, so I ran in there, and then I hid in between two little cars, and I was thinking, yeah, I'm safe, or whatever.
What were you hiding? Do you think he would have done something to you on the street?
Well, did he just slap me?
Yeah, so, you indoors, right? He waited till you get indoors, then he slapped you, because the old man made a comment about having a beautiful day, and he said he blamed you because he said it's because of your dressing, and he called you a whore.
Yeah. So once then after, so I ran and hid between the two cars, and I was there for a while. But I had my head between my legs, and I was thinking, yeah, I'm safe. Then when I just opened my eyes, he was standing in front of me, and then I was like, okay. And then he was like, come on. And if I show you a picture of him, he's shorter than me. But I
Yeah.
was 17 there and I'm slim there. I don't know, it sounds so crazy. So he put me on his shoulder and started running with me to his
He
flat.
put you on his shoulders.
Yeah.
How did he
And
do that?
I don't know. I don't know how he done that, because even today I'm thinking, how did it happen? But it happened. And then after, when that happened, we got to his flat and then he cried that, he cried like, oh my God, I'll never do this to you again. The way he cried was real tears.
How old is this boy?
Thank you for asking. Me today, I still don't know, Auntie. I still
Because you
don't
were
know.
17, right?
I was 17.
And I want to believe, was this your first
Yeah,
relationship with a man?
yeah. First serious relationship. I had a we're gonna get there. Oh my God, Auntie, yeah. So we went to sleep, yeah. And then my phone rang. And then it was like my ex-boyfriend. But he wasn't someone that I had never slept with him or nothing like that. I was sleeping, so I don't know whether he had phoned the person, because when he said, come on, someone wants to speak to you.
So when he was begging, hold on, Hitch. When he was begging
Yeah.
and crying and apologizing, what did you do? Did you stay or did you go home?
Yeah, I stayed because we went to sleep.
So you slept in his house.
Yeah.
Were you sexually involved with this guy?
At that time, yeah. Well,
Okay.
that was 8 months into the relationship on that day when he done that to me.
Yeah, okay.
So then so I went to sleep and I'm thinking everything's normal or whatever. Then he wake me up that someone wants to speak to me on the phone. And then when I got on the phone, the person sounds awkward. Like they don't, they don't know I don't know whether they phoned me or I phoned them, this person haven't even spoken to you for, I don't know, like a year or something. But we wasn't even sexual, just first boyfriend. He's just went to fun fair, them kind of small stuff. And because
Sorry if I keep interrupting you. Sorry.
no, I want you to interrupt because I would just go off
Yeah.
topic and go
Yeah.
different places.
You're 17, you're in college, and you're sleeping in a man's house. How was it acceptable to your parents?
Because he seemed like I never. How can I put it? I brought him to my. How did I bring him to my house? So the first time he came to my house, he came to my house and he done that Yoruba thing. He knelt on the floor for my mom. Like,
and your mom is okay with you sleeping in a man's house at 17?
We'll get there. You'll add all the story up together as we go. But the way he came very respectful. The first time he came to the house, I don't
know how respectful he is. No daughter of mine is sleeping in a man's house at 17.
I know.
I don't care if he's falling on the floor and walking on his head. That's not on.
But the way it happened, we'll get to how it happened.
Yeah, can you summarize because of time? Yeah, because we done 2 hours. Yeah, just summarize.
Yeah, so where are we, Auntie? Yeah, so then after the boyfriend,
that's how the phone rang.
started.
It's an old boyfriend. Yeah.
So the abuse started from then, but I didn't clock on. Like I thought when he cried, it would never happen again or whatever. And then, but from then it was on a very abusive relationship type of thing. But then I stayed with him for quite a while, and then I just thought, well, if I fight back, then I'm not really a victim as such. I'm not that type of victim or whatever. But then I stayed with him until I was like 22, 23. And then I separated from him when I was 24. I took that as the final time to be with him. Then like an idiot, it took him like a year to get me involved with him again. And then when I told him I was pregnant, he was very violent and very angry that I'm pregnant, even though he's the one who wanted to, when we was together, he was always talking about, oh, let's have a child. And now, so I felt like he only brought me in to punish me, like for not going back to him when he asked me to, Whew.
So you got pregnant, you had a baby for him?
I had the baby. She's now 6 years old. So last year, when I first got my property, so basically he didn't want the child. He ignored being in the pregnancy. And my mom and his brother. So when I said I was pregnant, his brother phoned and was like, "Oh, how you're gonna have a baby, right?" He obviously asked me.
Are you Yoruba as well? Are your parents Yoruba?
My mom's from Delta State, but like my dad is Yoruba and Igbo. Okay. His mom is Yoruba. His dad was an Igbo man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my mom's like a Delta woman. But just it's just me and
Yeah.
her and
He's
the other
17 for
kids.
last day. Temi T, I hear you. You were saying a lot of us did it, but in this country, this young lady lives in this country. At 17, you are in college. You are not even in university yet. So you are a day student. You go and come back. And there's no way my daughter is going to be 17 and will be sleeping out. It's not on.
Yeah.
It won't
But
happen.
if you add those, but I'm not 17 right now. I'm
No,
36.
no, no, no. When it
Oh,
started, yeah,
yeah.
we're just talking about your age. Because some people are saying, I mean, 17, or did I hear correctly? So if
Yeah.
I'm a parent, I'm not blaming anybody, but I'm just saying that I feel like, I mean, there was some parental thing going on there because at 17, you shouldn't even be sleeping in a man's house.
But
If you're
she's
at
looking at
my
him like
house,
he's a young, like he's a kid, isn't it?
yeah,
Like
you shouldn't be sleeping in your
I
boyfriend's
know
house.
I
You
wouldn't
have
have
a
my daughter
boyfriend,
like.
but there's no way my daughter is sleeping in a man's house at 17. It's not going to happen.
The way
I
he
don't,
presented
I mean,
himself was like,
except
oh,
you
he's a
told your
good
parents
guy.
you're sleeping in your girlfriend's house and then
Oh
you
yeah,
sleep
no.
in
To
your
be honest, I used to tell my friend I'm sleeping at my friend's house before she knew I was staying at his house. So
Okay, so
that's
you
yeah.
were, yeah.
That's
So
true.
you
That's
were
true.
telling,
I didn't go
you're
tell
not
her.
telling your parents the truth. Yeah,
No, no,
okay.
I wasn't telling my mom the truth when I was first seeing him. But she saw him come to the house after a while, you know. So
Yeah.
we were together for years. Like it wasn't a thing of like if he was a serious guy, he'd be someone I'd say I was together for how many years? 13 years, you know. So
And you say you never knew his age.
yeah, because like so I'd ask him how old are you? And he'd always say, oh, me and my brother was put in care. We don't really know who's who did what with our documents. So I used to think he was a illegal immigrant, to be honest. Because I was thinking every time he says, get me a job, and then the people will phone him, he'd now get angry at me because they had phoned him. And I said, like, even if you don't know who the person is, just say, look, I've been looking for a variety of jobs. Like, I
So he
don't know
was
who you
put in
are.
care. He said he was put in care.
Yeah. So that's why he doesn't know his age. So I used to be doing dance drama, singing in one youth group, and they were going to
Mm,
a youth group conference, and he decided
mm.
he wanted to come.
Yeah,
So
because there was some dysfunction in his in
yeah,
his childhood there. If he's talking
I'll give
about
you
being
one
put in care.
documentary later to go and watch in your inbox, a quiet one for you. And then anyway, so he turned up at the event. So me and my friend went to register. This girl, she looks like an Igbo girl, but she's Jamaican girl. She's just like a sister to me back in the day, you know. So we walked off like we wasn't thinking anything, but for some reason, me and her both heard him say he's 25, and me and her was nudging each other like, "Did you hear him? Did you hear him?" And
Yeah,
it was like he's 25. So at that time I was 17. So that's how I've been gauging his age. But right now,
yeah, yeah.
2 years ago, Father's Day, when I first got my property, like so basically, even though he denied being the part of the pregnancy, he turned up at my house when my mom went to church. So when I went to look out the window, he was outside. So I already had exposed myself being in the house. I couldn't hide. So I went and opened the door to let him in.
So,
So now
H, when you finished college, did you proceed to university or you got pregnant after
I'm a
college?
degree holder. Like I got pregnant recently. It's not a thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you
I,
went to university, you finished, then
me
you got
going to
pregnant.
university got away from him, but then after me, like an idiot, went back to him when
You,
because he lived in my local area. No, he used to work in one of the shops in my local area. So when I passed there, then he'd try and talk to me, and I thought if I keep ignoring him, I look bitter. So I engaged him in conversation, like
yeah,
and
yeah,
then that's how we eventually got my
yeah,
daughter. It was only
yeah,
4 months into seeing him again. That's when I
mm,
fell pregnant. So I
yeah.
thought it's not a problem because I've known you for so many years. You asked for pregnancy, and I thought, there's no problem. I've done the uni. There's nothing stopping me. So
Okay, so how are things now? Are you still together?
basically, he would come to the house. My mom so we got to a good point where you can come to the house. My mom will cook food. She's that kind of lady. She cooks food. You can come get soup, whatever. He'd come, auntie, bring me soup. Thank you. Da, da, da. Can you cook me this? So it was a good vibe. But he comes because he's the narcissist. I think that's what he is. He always has mood swings and stuff, but he hides it from everyone else. I know
Are
who
you
he
still
really is.
dating? Are you dating him or are you still in a relationship with him?
No, from the day that he told me, when I told him I was pregnant, he said, come to my house and we have that talk. He was very abusive. He shouted at me. He screamed at me. saying I should get rid of it and
Yeah.
stuff. Then his
I think
brother
you took
spoke.
advantage of your youth and innocence.
But
You were
he
very
used to
naive.
say he loved me, and I thought, why don't you
Yeah,
just
it
tell the
doesn't mean
truth?
anything. You are too young to understand. Say, a man telling you at
But
17 that he loves you doesn't mean nothing.
yeah, but I mean, what about me now? Look how old I am now. Why did I go back to when I was 28, 26, 24? Why did I go back to him for? Like, so
Yeah.
I blame
That's
myself.
something you need to figure out by yourself. You grow codependent and you kept going back. Even after you went to university, you came out,
Yeah.
you kept
I
going
just
back.
thought I was just gonna chill with him as a friend type of thing. Like I understand
No, you
we're not in a
never friends with your
relationship.
ex, my love. You are never
Yeah.
friends with your ex. So if you keep going back to him, it's something you need to
I'll
figure
never
out
go back
why.
to him. Trust me, I will never go back to him ever again.
Yeah.
I,
You had a child together. He
yeah.
didn't want the baby. And this guy, from everything you've told us, I know it's all rush because of time.
Mm-hmm.
But it was never a positive, or it wasn't the relationship was never something that was a productive
Serious. Yeah,
relationship
it
for
wasn't
you.
productive at all.
Yeah, it
He
wasn't.
sidetracked me on a lot of things, but I still
Yeah.
blame myself
You
because
know what? I don't blame you because you were a child at 17. You are still a young adult. You're not even an adult. Yeah, it's 18. That is the legal age here. So technically, he's a pedophile for sleeping with you at 17. He shouldn't be.
yeah.
You
So
know,
last
he
year,
shouldn't.
so
He
basically,
shouldn't.
just to round it up now, he So once I got my property, I think he thought a good opportunity for him to come and be able to start off where he left off. But I just be polite with him, come in or whatever. But he came in with a very bad mood and stuff. So he started shouting like, "Where was you yesterday?" Da, da, da. And I was like, "You can see boxes everywhere." We went to IKEA when you phoned us. He started screaming, shouting. He left the property. So for that whole year, he stopped talking to me. He will come to the house and ignore me. I was like, "Are you all right? Hello?" Ignore me, ignore me. So now last year he came. I said, "Can you take her out to go and play outside while I arrange her wardrobe?" When he came back, he pushing his way inside the house saying, "Why stop shouting at me, stop." He made his voice very soft, but he's the one pushing the door. And then he came inside to fight me, gave me one big punch on the face, and then rushed me with
Did you
his
ever
head.
call the police when he's punching you and beating you up?
When he beat, this was the first time he's done it in all the years because he didn't get the opportunity. In the 4 months that we've seen each other, it was only coming to see him on the weekend. He only presented himself as violent again once I told him I was pregnant. So I gave him the benefit of the doubt of him coming here because the past few years at my mom's house, he's cool, cool, cool. So a few incidents, but nothing violent because he knows my brothers will deal with him. So he waited for his opportunity here and then he fought me, but I think I gave him a good run for his money. Like,
Hmm.
so I know
Are
that
you still together with him?
no, from the day that I told him I'm pregnant and he said I should have an abortion, it's like my eyes just opened to who he really is. Yes, I knew he was violent, but I thought, you know, but I'm not interested in him. There's no romantic wishing to be with him. So
Okay. So he
for
comes to see his daughter, he comes to your house.
he used to until the
Mhm.
last situation when we had a fight. So now
Mhm.
he's gone to court to ask for
Custody.
visitation. Like the whole point for it for me, I'm not trying to drag him through courts for anything. He's the one he thought he's taking me there out of spite, think he's gonna spite me. When in truth, I want you to see your child. I want it to be official that you take your child out. I don't want to say to you, when I say to you, "Oh, take her out," you're angry at me. So you want the government to show you how to look after your child. But he's done it his own way.
So
And
is he working in that shop?
no, he's not. He ran away from there because my mom went over there because she used to walk past there as well. And she greets him like a son, "How you doing?" And then 3 months
It's
into the
nice. Why can't your mom see this? I don't know how much of this information you shared with your mom. So
my
I
mom
mean,
went to discuss with him like what's going on, why, because he's come to the house like a family guy, like he looks like if you see him, he looks like one of these young guys. I think so. When we went to court now, they sent me some papers which said that he was arrested in 1978. So I don't know if it's a mistake by the courts because I was thinking, how old was you in 1978?
1978.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's a mistake. It must be a mistake.
It's not a mistake. It's not a mistake. It's not a
If
mistake.
he's
A
11
much
in
older person. It's
1975,
much older. Yeah, it was a much older person. It's
I
unfortunate. You know what? Somebody in the comment section has just I mean, I think she has more
I'm gonna have to watch the
understanding.
video all over again because I've muted the TV and just talking between me and you. Because
Yeah, that's all right. Can you
yeah,
hear me?
I can hear you perfectly because
Right.
I don't know what the comments are saying.
Yeah, I'm going to read it to you. This man groomed you. Yeah.
Yeah.
You were a kid. You were just in college. You just finished secondary school. You were just getting on with life. He groomed you. He's a much older person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people use their football age. They are much older because they look small or they have a young
Yeah.
face. Nothing. Yeah. And this lady, the lady Diva Fo said, it's a slow process, but sure enough, he roped you in. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
have you had any other positive, any other relationship apart from this man?
Yeah. Like, I don't think all men are bad. Trust me. I've gone through situations where I just think like not all men are bad, not all men are pedophiles and stuff like that. So I won't use him as a benchmark against men. But I
Yeah.
don't give men big regard as in like, oh my gosh, I must have a man type of thing. Maybe because I just think they just bring trouble, or I don't know. I'm just fine with my child, and I don't know.
Are you okay? Are you doing well?
I'm doing very well, to be honest.
Okay.
Like, I got
Okay.
a boyfriend. He's gone to Nigeria, so I don't take him seriously. Like, because he's saying he's in Nigeria. You don't know what he's doing. So
You
he'll be
got
saying,
another one, another Nigerian problem again.
yeah, but I
What?
haven't been. I
You
know,
can't
but
see
he's
boys.
Igbo.
You
Like,
see
he's
boys that are
Igbo.
born in this country. Why you keep going to all these men?
Well, I don't know. I was thinking he's Nigerian. At least is someone.
Doesn't have to be a Nigerian. It does. You know what? H, are you on
Yeah.
Instagram?
Yeah, he bought me a car. Like, I think he bought it for me just so that he is like he's done something for me.
Can you send me a message on Instagram, please? I need to talk to you privately because this is too deep. We can't get into all this now because it's like you are into another one again. He bought you a car. He's in
Yeah, it's
Nigeria.
outside, but I can't even drive it. But so it's good. Like, I don't know.
It's not about the car,
I know
my
it's a
dear.
rubbish car in the sense of
It
car.
doesn't matter. It's
It's
not
like
about what he buys for you. How does he
I,
treat you?
he's
Does
really
he
nice, to be
respect
honest. That's the
you?
thing. He's really nice. Like me, I'm the one who's more troubled than him. Like, to be honest, but I'm not really troubled, to be honest.
I think you are very troubled, to be honest. I think you troubled. I don't know. Yeah,
I'm
not
not.
like trouble,
I'm
but you're
feeling
troubled
healed
because of your
already.
relationship. The relationship you had with that other person, the father of your child,
Yeah.
and all these years that you've endured abuse has impacted on you. Whether you know it or not, it has. Okay?
It might have, but I don't think it has to be. I'm cool. I don't think guys are bad. I'm not scared of them.
No,
Like,
it's not about whether you think guys are bad or not. It's about what you attract, the kind of guys that you get to get. The man slapped you, took you to his house. You kept dating him for so many years from college.
But I was a little
You
girl and I
graduated.
forgive him, and they say forgive Nigerians. I've forgiven it. He begged in all of that stuff, and then he done that love bombing thing in it. So obviously now we know narcissism. So obviously he's my first one.
Do you love yourself?
I love myself a lot, but
You have a lot of confidence in yourself.
I used to be honest. Like,
okay.
I used to be,
Okay. All right. Let's talk after. Yeah, let's talk then
all
after.
Right, then,
Because,
bye.
yeah, I want to talk to you one-to-one. Send me a message on Instagram or just contact me on WhatsApp. Yeah.
I'll
contact me on WhatsApp. Let me put my number. Let me put my number here so you contact me on WhatsApp, and then we can talk because I think we are just scratching the surface of these issues now. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah, I don't think you are in a very good place to even.
I am. Trust me.
Mentally and emotionally for another relationship.
I just been drinking some Guinness as well, so just.
Yeah, drinking some Guinness. Guinness is. Yeah, drinking some Nigerian Guinness.
No, British rum.
But the lovely one.
Cream. Mixed with ice cream, so it's not really Guinness. Ice cream.
Oh, okay. All right. That's fine. How's your daughter? How old is she now?
She's fine. She's 6. She's with my mum. Because her cousins are there, the babies and stuff. So I came home to do some work. And
is she living with your mom?
No, she lives with me. But because her cousins are there on the weekend, so she wants to go and be with the new babies and stuff. So.
Okay. All right. Are your parents together?
No, my dad is late.
Oh, sorry to hear that. When did he pass?
When I was 27, so quite a while now.
Oh, okay. How old are you now?
I'm 36.
Okay, so you're not a kid anymore now.
That's why I'm healed from it. It's just like, that's what makes me laugh as well, but it's a laugh and learn thing that's like, why would I let myself go through something like that? Like, it's so, you know, when you're, before you go through something, you're like, it'll never happen to me. But so it shows that you can go through something, even if you're the baddest or whatever, to be honest. So,
Yeah, but you were a kid. You were only 17, so I
yeah.
excuse. I understand why, you know.
So I do want to go and talk to young people, like preventative things, like
Yeah.
when you
My
see these.
my number is on the screen. Yeah.
Okay,
Take it
thank
down.
you.
Yeah. Take care of yourself, love.
Okay, bye.
Contact me. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Right. All right. I don't know what to make out of that. Seems like a young woman. She's 30 something, but she's been enduring abuse since she was 17. So that's quite a lot to take in. And the issues are much more deeper than what we've been able to cover. We can't cover it all already because we've done 2 hours. We've done 2.5 hours already. That's why I want to talk to her. Hopefully, she will contact me and I can talk to her one-on-one, because she needs to be able to address why and how and everything that's happened in that previous relationship. Age doesn't matter. It started at 17. She's 36 now, but it doesn't matter. If she's not dealt with it, then, because she started talking about another relationship now, and I can't say anything in terms of how she talked about him. Is in Nigeria, he bought her a car. I don't know, but okay. There's a lot going on there. I don't think I understand it fully, but I just know that that young lady has experienced a lot of things. Yeah. Okay. Fuzida. Is it Fuzida?
Yes, yes, it is.
Okay. Good evening. You're welcome to the show.
Good evening, Bridget. I'm calling from US.
You're welcome.
I've watched your show quite a few times, and I thought maybe I like the topic today, so I thought maybe I should participate.
Okay.
Thanks for the platform. I haven't actually been a contributor, but I will definitely be doing that.
Okay.
Um, so I do have a situation similar to what you're discussing today. Um,
Right.
you know, your topic about trust in marriage, trust in relationships,
Yeah.
and if you don't have trust, you don't have any relationship. I always say
Okay.
trust comes before marriage. I mean,
Yeah.
before love.
Yeah.
If so in everything. My background is I'll give you a little background about myself. I've lived in US for quite some time. Actually, I've been here since I was 16.
Yeah.
That was about 40 years ago. So that
Okay.
tells you how old I am.
Mm-hmm.
And I was married to a white person for
Mm-hmm.
almost 12 years. We got divorced with 2 kids, 2 daughters.
Mm-hmm.
The problem has always been, well, my family have always said, you know how we Nigerians, I'm from Igbo, by the way, I'm an Igbo tribe.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you know how Nigerians always believe that unless you marry from your country or your tribe, you're not married. Even
Yeah.
though me and my wife lived together for almost 13 years, the
Mm-hmm.
marriage was never accepted, quote unquote, by family members.
Where is she from? The woman you're married to? Sorry.
She's from here. She's from US.
Oh, okay. Okay. Mm.
So anyway, so we got divorced about in 2010. We got divorced.
Okay.
So I decided, okay, my parents, my dad just passed away recently. My mom lived here in US with us.
Yeah, I'm sorry to
Uh,
hear.
so thank you. So most of my family members used to live here, though some of them are beginning to go back to Africa, Nigeria now.
Yeah.
So anyway, I had a conversation with my dad before he passed away back in 2015. When the decision was made that I need to get married, which, I had 2 girls. As a guy, you know how our Igbo culture is. If you
You
don't
need
have
to
a
have a
son,
son. You don't have a child, yes, until you have a son. Mm.
exactly, you don't have a child until you have a son.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I met a young lady here, which whom I got involved with.
Yeah.
I presented her to my parents. She's an Igbo woman also.
Okay.
And my parents felt like she was a little too old at the time. She was in her 40s.
Okay.
My parents felt like that wasn't the right person for me, and besides, she'd been married before with 2 kids.
Right.
So they felt like I need to marry a young person that can
Give
produce
you a
or
son.
procreate. Exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I need to, and for me to do that, I need to go back to Nigeria and find a woman.
Yeah.
So me and her got together, and one thing led to the other. Less than a couple of months, about 3 months after we met, she got pregnant. She called me and said she's pregnant. So
The person you met in Nigeria now.
I'm sorry.
Is this another person that you met in Nigeria?
No, here in
The
US.
same
Here in
person
US.
that your parents said is
Yeah,
too old. Okay.
exactly. The first person my
Okay.
parents said was too old.
Okay.
So anyway, so she told me she was pregnant. I did make it very clear to her that the reason why we couldn't that I wouldn't marry her was because this is what my family wants me to. Well, not that I'm trying to do whatever they're doing, asking me to do, but this is what I'm looking for, and I don't think you could give it to me. So she called me and she said, "Hey, I'm
Hold on,
pregnant."
hold on, hold on. Sorry, sorry. Okay, I want you to say that again. You told her that this is what your parents want you to do.
Yes, that
Okay,
this is what my
so
parents want me to do,
is it
and
about your parents or is about you? Is your parents
it's
are your
about
parents
me.
telling you
It's
what to
about
do?
me in a lot of in so many ways. It's about me. But I mean, I'm a very educated man. I have a doctor. I'm a doctor actually
Yeah,
by profession.
yeah,
So
but what you said just now sounded like somebody that was being, controlled or being led
well,
by parents.
let me put it this way. We, no matter how old the culture I was raised in, we are raised to obey our parents, regardless of how old you are. So when
Okay.
your mother tells you XYZ person, after I presented her to my mom, and she said, "No, this is not the person you want." And I don't agree. I don't accept. Don't make the mistake. She live in America. She's been living here with her husband. She got divorced. Her husband is a Nigerian. They got 2 kids. Why would you want to? Don't you think you can do better? That was the background. So I said to her, my mom, I don't care. We continue the relationship. Then she got pregnant, and I was very happy when she got pregnant. She told me,
Mhm.
and I'm married. And I was very happy, and I told my mom. I said, "Hey," I told my family. I said, "Hey, she's pregnant. You guys say she won't have a child. And besides, she's having she's gonna be having a son for me." They were all happy. I was happy, but as it turned out, it wasn't a son. It was a girl, which again wasn't a big deal for me. So the relationship only lasted for a year. It has absolutely nothing to do with where she came from or the background. There was an issue, a very major issue. As a matter of fact, my daughter is here with me now. She's just turned 8 yesterday. There was a major issue, a major battle that came up. She was very, 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 very highly violent person. When I say
Hold on.
violent, violent, somebody
Yes.
that can slap you in a second. You slap a man
Yes.
in a second without even
Hold on
thinking.
a minute. Sorry. Let me. So there's something you said now. I'm going to come to the abuse because you said she's abusive. And I acknowledge your pain, but you said that you told your parents she's going to have a son. How did you confirm that by scan or anything before you gave your parents that hope, knowing that this is what they wanted for you?
No, I didn't. She told me because at the time before this was before we got married. We were not actually married at the time when she got pregnant. The
Yeah.
pregnancy happened like within 3 months after we met.
Yes.
So so we're not living together, and we were living in the same state. She was living in a different state. I was living in a different state. I live in California. So she
Yeah.
told me that she called me and said, "I'm pregnant. I just went to the doctor. A couple of months later, the doctor said I'm having a son." And I was so
No.
happy. She said, "Now you can tell your family that I can give you a son." I said, "Well, I'm so happy,
She
you
told
know."
you she's pregnant and she's having a son immediately because I'm a woman.
No,
Sorry
no,
if
no,
I'm
no, no,
going
not
about
immediately. This was after a couple of months, like a month or two after she went and did
you cannot be. Who are the medical people in the comment section? Please tell me how many weeks before you can determine the sex of a baby?
the sex of a child.
I think
Well,
it's about 21 weeks or something like that, that before you can determine. The reason why I'm going on about it, I'm sorry if I'm interrupting, is because this is a big deal for you. Your parents want you to have a son, and you met this woman who your parents do not approve of because they feel like she's been married, she's got kids, they want you to marry somebody else, but you went ahead with her, you were dating, and she got pregnant, but you want a son. This is what your parents want for you. So She's calling you and telling you I'm pregnant, I'm going to have a son, is what I'm trying to get to the root of it. It cannot
Yes.
be when she called you.
Well, that's, first of all, I didn't even know about the pregnancy until maybe, I would say, probably after about 6 weeks. I'm pretty, like I said, I'm in the medical field. I'm a doctor, so
Yeah.
I do know exactly the
Okay,
in
so
and
it
outs of
takes
everything.
20
So,
weeks actually. Thank you, my people in
so
the comment section. It takes 20 weeks to determine sex. So if she
okay.
told you that she was pregnant and is a son, she's lying to you, or you are not the one that is telling us what she
No. She okay. I didn't know anything, 20 weeks.
Yeah,
With 20 weeks of pregnancy, she did tell me she was pregnant initially.
yeah.
And I said, well, congratulations. And I'm happy that you're pregnant. And then it wasn't after maybe again that 20 weeks or 22 weeks that she said she confirmed the sex. Or at least she told me she got confirmed the sex. Because I didn't know that it takes about 20 to 20 something weeks to confirm the
No,
sex of
you
a
said you
female.
are in the medical profession. I'm just
Yes,
surprised you don't know.
yes. Like I said, the first time she told me she was pregnant, she didn't tell me the sex.
She couldn't have known the sex
No,
from the first.
no. But listen, hear me out, please. The first time
Okay,
she said it, I didn't say she confirmed it. She
okay.
just told me
She
she
told
was
you
pregnant.
later.
It
Yeah.
was later that she told me that they sex because I didn't
Okay.
tell anybody. I didn't have any conversation with my family about it. It was
Yeah.
after, about 20 something weeks later, she told me. Then I told
Yeah.
my family, I said, hey,
Got you.
so and
I
so
got you.
person is pregnant and this is what she's having. So I'm trying not to take too much of your time to go into
No,
all
it's
the
all right. It's
details.
all right. We hardly hear men
So,
share, so
so,
you're
so,
welcome. Take your
so,
time.
so, but anyway, so that happened. It happened. And she told me that. Then I finally told my family, my dad, my parent. My dad was alive then, so they all lived here in US. So I told my dad and I told my mom. I confided. I said, "Hey, this is what's going on. I'm going to end up marrying this girl." So
Okay.
my dad was like, "Well, if she's pregnant for you, having a son for you, you better marry her," which I did,
Yeah.
marry her, but it was in a like very quick marriage in a court. Okay. So anyway, we had that child. It turned out like, I went to several, uh, um, prenatal checkups with her, and everything was fine. Uh, I never questioned the veracity of what she have told me as far as the sex is concerned. Um, it wasn't until the day of delivery actually was because again we're not living in the same state, so a lot of the medical checkups that she had attended or appointments that she went, I was not with her. So
Okay.
on a few occasions that I was able to travel, I was able to go with her. So the day of the delivery, the day of the delivery or the scheduled delivery date, I was there. I said I'm gonna come. So when I met with the doctor, the OBGYN at the time, and he told me that, hey, everything is fine, there's no problem. You're going to be a proud father of so and so, gender. And I'm like, what? And I said, well, that's not what. She said, well, what were you expecting? I told her. She said, oh, well, I'm sorry, but your wife should have told you that. And I said, when did you find out about this? She said, well, we've already always known. You said, sure, your wife should have been told you because, 20 something weeks, she have always known that this is what she's going to have. Is that an issue? And I said, no, there's no problem. There's no problem at all. So we proceeded and everything was fine. Quite frankly, for me personally, the way my life is, I don't like too much complications. And I'm very comfortable with things the way they are. I'm not one of those that try to, make mountain out of a molehill. If it's a woman, if it's a girl, a girl. If it's a boy, it doesn't matter to me. Quite frankly, I've accepted that as a fact. So anyway, she had a baby. We had a daughter. It was perfect. Everything was fine. The marriage lasted for only less than a year. Actually, less than a year. Because I brought her to where I live. I live in California. She came down with me. I brought her the baby. I mean, after she delivered, the baby was, because she had a job that time. So I didn't want to take her away from her job to bring her to where I am. So because of that, I decided to wait till after the baby was born, then she can move. So about a month or so after she had a baby, I brought her to where I live. So we live together. But anyway, the marriage didn't last. I only lasted for, I would say, no more than 6 months, to be
Was it
honest.
because of the deception that she told
No,
you with the son?
absolutely has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with that.
Because
I love
okay,
my
because
daughter.
the
As a matter
son
of fact,
said
like
that.
my daughter is
Yeah.
here with me, so I
Yeah.
love her. It's nothing to do with that. But we didn't know each other. We
Okay.
didn't know each other. There was so much um, animosity. She
Yeah.
accused me. She reported to the police, to be honest with you, that I
Mm.
personally sexually abused. At the time, my daughter was only 2 months, so I mean, was only a year old. That I sexually abused my own 1 year old daughter. The
Wow.
police got involved, did investigation. As it turned out, she was just making it up in order to get to me. Like she always tell me, I'll have you locked up for life, and then you, because I had quite a few things going on. I have a lot of properties and a lot of businesses I was involved in. So when I was interviewed by the police, and the police asked me, she said, "Well, it is possible that she's trying to get rid of you so that she can own everything." And I said, "Well, if that's what she's trying to do, it's not going to work." And that failed.
Did you
Anyway,
ask her why she lied to you about the baby, the sex of the baby?
oh yeah, I
Because
did. I did. She said she didn't
okay.
know. She said, why does it matter? What does it matter? It doesn't matter. Blah, blah. She never even want to talk about it. It was
Yeah,
like,
because people are saying in the comment section that she knew you wanted a son. This is what your parents wanted. And she took advantage of that and lied to you deliberately to make you marry her.
yeah. Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, so that happened. We went through all that. Again, didn't work out. Again, like I said, it ended. So
Mm,
the reason why I'm calling you, I decided to chime in on this conversation today is because what you were saying about trust, and it has nothing to do with her, because
yeah.
like I said, I have made peace with myself that this is meant. I made a mistake. Shouldn't have done it. Didn't know who she was. I should have listened to my parents. To be
Yeah.
honest with you. So anyway, so 2 years ago, I had a friend that contacted me, a female friend, a barrister in Nigeria. And she told me about her friend who is a medical doctor in Nigeria also. And because she knew I was looking for somebody to marry, she said, "Hey, I got a friend of mine. He's a medical doctor. She's from your place. You're Catholic. She's Catholic. You guys probably get along very well. She's very religious, just like you are. You guys will get along very well. Maybe I should hook both of you up." And I said, "Okay." She did. We started talking. We talked for almost 6 months and get to know each other. I traveled to Nigeria, met her, and we talked again. Get to meet the brother. Her parents are late, and get to meet the family, the brothers and the sisters. So we decided to. I told her, I said, "I'm not looking for a girlfriend. I'm not looking for somebody in a long distance relationship acquaintance. I'm looking for somebody to a marriage."
Hmm.
So we agreed to get married, and
Oh,
we got married
I'm
January.
itching to say something. I'm sorry. I'm itching to say something.
Go ahead.
Two mistakes marriage that didn't work. And it seems like you are still rushing, my brother.
Probably so. I
Yeah.
I will admit
It
that.
seems like you are still rushing because you met this girl and you are telling her you want to get married. Every woman wants to get married. So, yeah, sometimes we need to acknowledge the part that we play in why things don't work. I think that was a mistake on your own part, if I can say so.
Well, I thought maybe we are both on the same page, on the same level in terms
You are
of
in America. You are
where we want to be.
successful. You go to Nigeria to meet a woman. I don't care what she is in Nigeria or whatever qualification she has. She wants to get married. She's meeting this guy who comes from America. Of course, she wants to marry you. Anyway, go on.
So anyway, she's in her 30s. I was in mid 30s. So we met. Again, met my family. Everything was fine. We got married. But the problem was that from the very first day we met at the very first time after the marriage, we were at Murtala Mohammed Airport in Lagos. Something happened that took me, that really, really shocked me. There was this outburst of anger towards something that I didn't think even made any sense to me, and openly in the airport with everybody, waiting to board the flight, and she was screaming and shouting about something that I didn't even think makes sense. I tried to calm her down. I said, hey, listen, why are you shouting? Why are you screaming? Why are you, why are you getting so excited about something that doesn't really make sense? But anyway, she cautioned me I should not talk to her. I should not even ask her that stupid question. And I kept my peace, and I didn't want to say much after that. So, but anyway, the thing is this: there has been this consistent doubt and trust about God knows what has never been the same thing. There has always been this constant, nagging and complaining about, God knows whatever. Okay.
Did your parents approve of this one, the Nigerian one?
Yes, they did. My mother
Okay.
did. My
Okay.
family did. So
Yeah.
they did.
Okay.
And so anyway, so the thing is this: I decided. Anyway, what happened last December? Because of the pandemic, I wanted to bring her here. Like I said, the marriage happened January of 2020. I wanted to bring her here, but unfortunately, during that time when Trump was still in power, there was he put this moratorium on all visas from Nigerians, immigrant visas from Nigerians. So
Yeah.
everything
Yeah.
stopped. So I couldn't bring her. So then we had this organization that goes on here once a year in December, medical a symposium, Nigerian Medical Association that they do here. So I wanted to bring her that way, but unfortunately, again, that was canceled because of the pandemic. So, and come December last year, like they said, the straw that broke the camel's back. My older sister called me. And she called me, she's to tell me, because I have a brother that got married about a year ago. Him and his wife have been having issues. My brother lives in Canada. Him and his wife have been having issues. And my brother finally decided that they don't want to continue with the marriage for whatever reason, I don't know. But there was some money that changed hands. Like, from what I understand, the wife gave her like 2 million naira for something. They're building a house in Abuja. The wife gave her 2 million naira to help complete the house, and she wants the money back since she doesn't want the marriage anymore. So, and then, her back home, family, they started making threats about families and how they're going to come and kill somebody because of the money. If the money is not paid back to their daughter or their sisters. So I decided in my own little way, in order to keep the peace, to pay back that money. And I even told my wife at the time, I said, hey, this is what's going on. She said, no, I don't want you to get involved. Don't get involved in this. I don't like that girl. I don't like her, blah, blah. I said, well, sometimes a bullet has no name.
Yeah.
And then people started making this kind of threats. I know a friend of mine his brother was killed in Aba because of the same situation. So, and I don't want this to come back to us, especially if it's something that I can solve, if it's a problem that I can solve. So let me take care of it. So I decided to pay the family back the money that she said she had given to my brother to help with the house he was building in Abuja. And I decided to pay back the money myself. And I even told my wife, I said, I'm going to pay this money back. She said, no, don't get involved. I don't want you to pay it. And I did anyway. But I didn't even give the money to her directly. I gave it to my sister that lives here in US. And I said, here, send this money home. Let them take care. Actually, I gave it to my mom. And I gave my mom, I said, give it to my sister. Let her take it, send it home. Let her pay them. Because I don't want to be the one paying it directly to her, which they did. But anyway, come December this past year, my elder sister called me. And one of the things she has said to me was that, I don't know why you decided to marry your brother's ex-wife. You need to stop this rubbish, this nonsense you're doing. You need to stay away from her. But my sister was, and I was taken aback when she said, I was really, really hurt. And I said, what are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about?
Who is accusing you of marrying your brother's wife? Who is accusing you?
My sister, my eldest sister called me. So when she told me that, I was really angry. I was really, really angry. And I'm getting to the point of why I called you in, and where I would like to get an advice as to what do you think I should do. So my sister called me, and when she told me that, I was like, why would you say something like that to me? So
Yeah.
I called my brother in Canada, thinking that was my brother that said it, that told her that. My
Yeah.
brother in Canada said, no, he doesn't have anything to do with it. You don't know why So I said, okay. So I called my wife in Nigeria and I said, hey, this is what my sister told me. And I'm pissed off about it. And she said, well, you should listen to your sister. And I said, about what? She said, you should listen to your sister. I said, listen to her about what? She said, about that lady, you need to leave her alone. I said, what the hell are you talking about? I'm in US, she's in Nigeria. So I don't even know, I don't even talk. So what the hell are you talking about? So why would you even say that? So she started making, you shouldn't say the blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, fine. So because of that conversation I had with her that day, this happened January of this year, actually. So I called my sister back, my elder sister back.
Yeah, but somebody is asking in the comment section, because me too, I'm a little bit confused now. Your brother's wife, it says, so is she your brother's ex-wife, the person you're going to marry in Nigeria, the person that you were seeing now in Nigeria?
Yes, it's my brother's ex-wife. She's in Nigeria. She lives in Nigeria.
She's
My
the one
brother.
that you were going to get married to?
No, that's the one that my elder sister called and said I should leave alone. That I'm going after her. But the one so the lady I married was the one that I was telling about this, discussing this with, letting her know that this is what my elder sister said. I said, but what relationship do I have with her? I don't have any relationship with her. I don't even talk to her. I don't even get involved with her.
Yeah.
Yes. So, and I was angry about it because to me, I don't like to be accused of what I didn't do. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like it. It really, really boils my heart. If I did something wrong, I'm old enough to say, you know what, hey, I did it. I'm sorry. If it's wrong, I'm so sorry about it. So anyway, when I called and I was confiding in this lady I thought was my wife, and I to let her know what was going on, I say, hey, this is what my sister just told me today. I'm not happy about it. So I started calling everybody in my family to complain. My elder brother live here. I called him to complain. I said, this got to stop. Is it because I gave them this money, this 5,000 naira to $5,000, I'm sorry, which at that time they converted to 2 million. Is that why they're accusing me of something I never did? And I said, I don't get it. So I didn't even know that it was my wife that was telling my family that I said I'm going to marry her, my brother's ex-wife. So there is a lot more to this. So anyway, so when I heard that, I called her back. It was my elder sister that told me that. She said, oh no, don't call your brother in Canada. He has nothing to do with it. It was your wife that is telling people
your wife that is still in Nigeria is the one telling tales about you.
Exactly. So I called her back and I said, are you? So I just get off the phone. I'm told that you are the one saying this. Why would you say something like this? She said, well, none of you, none of you sabi what you and her doing. I said, but what the hell am I doing? So why would you even be saying stuff like this about me? Anyway, so I was angry about that. And, I said, this is not the first time. You have accused me of so many things since I met you. You and I haven't even lived together. I don't know what I'm doing wrong to you. Even though she's a medical doctor, I send this lady, God in heaven knows, I bought a Range Rover for her, a Range Rover, not old one, but a new one. I put her in a house. I pay 400,000 naira to her every month for her living. So I take good care of her, and I do that. I take damn good care of her. So I was very, very angry. I said, what have I done so? Even her own family, I take care of them. So I said, what have I done so wrong to you for you to accuse? So you know how I feel. Anyway, as it turned out, this was just a tip in the iceberg, like they always say. There was a lot more that's been going on that I did not know. She has been complaining, talking about me to people, to the point where my brother's wife, who is Yoruba, started recording the conversation she's having with her about me.
So this is the new wife you married now, the third one in Nigeria.
Well,
why would you all of a sudden want to be? I mean, what did something happen? Did you fall out?
I don't know. Up to today, I still don't know what happened because I know there's nothing I did. My conscience is 1,000% clear, 1,000,000% clear. So so my sister-in-law has been recording all the conversations she had been having with her. So she said to December, this New Year's Day, she spent it at home. I'm building a very nice house back home. So she went to that house. From what I understand, I wasn't there, and said a prayer that no other woman would ever, any woman that step into this house besides her would die. This was a prayer she was praying. She told the pastor the same thing. So they called me. All these things is going. Quite frankly, I don't believe in he said, she said. I really don't. I didn't even believe in all this stuff until I heard it on a recording. It was when I heard it on a recording that I realized that this is actually true. So I called her and I said, what did I do wrong to you? Tell me, where have I done wrong? What have I done wrong? She said, well, you don't want to bring me to America because of X, Y, Z. I said, well, why didn't I want to bring you here?
Yeah.
What do you think I'm hiding? So I told you, the situation. You know the situation. So it wasn't that long ago I said, now that Biden is the president, there's a very good chance that things will change. You can come. So why, so I called her elder sister. Her elder sister actually called me. This past Easter, I was in Nigeria. I went to spend my Easter in Nigeria. And she, her elder sister they came to see me. And I had a conversation with them. And I explained to them what was going on. And she said, you know what, you guys never had a marriage. You guys didn't have a marriage. This was all a sham.
But you never even knew her. That's the thing. No. You never even knew this woman, bro. You were just, you just wanted to try Nigeria since, the American ones have failed. And you thought that going to Nigeria is going to make you, have a better relationship because your parents approve. Yeah. So what was the thing you wanted advice on so that, we can really talk?
My question to you is based on what I just told you. And again, there's a lot more to it. It boils down to the word trust. There is no trust. I don't trust her. Quite frankly, I told her that I'm sorry?
Are you still married?
Yes.
And she's still in Nigeria?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So I don't see a scenario where I could, because, for me, I'm one of those people that I can leave my door open for you if I trust you. I say, here, go in. I give you everything you want. I give you access to everything you have. So my question to you now as a woman, and again, having been listening to your program, and I've listened to the bashing of men here sometimes and women and likewise. But anyway, that being said, well, I mean, what do men want? Yeah, I remember one of your topics of what do men really want.
What they wanted in that one.
So my question to you though, Bridget, is this. By the way, my mother's name is Bridget.
Oh, really?
Yes. So anyway, my question to you is this. Well, if I was your brother, this is what I always ask. What would you advise me to do?
Okay.
I'll take your comments, please.
All right. Thank you so much, Fuzida. Thank you for joining. I mean, it takes a lot for a man to open up. The first thing I'm going to say, anyone that he's asking if he was your brother, if he was my brother, what would we advise him to do? The first thing I would advise you to do is, you are a grown man, my brother. You are matured, you are educated, and you got your life sorted apart from your personal life. And unfortunately, when your personal life is not together, it does affect a lot of things. It doesn't matter the amount of education that you have. It doesn't matter the amount of success you have financially. When your personal life, your marriage is not together, it impacts on every area. So the first thing you need to do is to know that you are a grown man. You are a grown, matured, educated, sophisticated man. You don't need your parents to tell you what to do, my brother. You don't. That's the first thing you need to do. You need to stop taking advice from your parents, because we love our parents, we appreciate them, but they are from a different generation. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you've been hearing what Peter Doce has been saying in all these newspaper. People keep going to him, and bloggers keep going to this man. He's a very respectable man, very respected in the industry. He's got sons and daughters. But the minute he opens his mouth, you'll be wondering, this Baba, why are you talking like this now? So it is the generation that he comes from. The first advice I had for you, my brother, you sound like a very good person. You have a good heart. You are a loving and caring person, but you need to break away from your parents. The Bible says that a man will leave his father and his mother and cleave to his wife. But you've not left your parents yet, my brother. You are still with your parents. Your parents are telling you what to do, who to marry, who not to marry. They are telling you that the fact that you don't have a son, you've not accomplished because you're an Igbo man. No, please. Do you also know, you say you work in the medical profession, so you should also know that As a man, you determine the sex of your baby, but your parents don't know this because the women are giving you daughters. So as far as they are concerned, it's the women that are bringing daughters into your life. Yeah. Devotee warrior, you disagree with me. You should take advice from his parents. That's what you're saying, that you should take advice from his parents. Always take advice from your parents. Are you serious? You are really, really serious that you take advice. You take marital advice from your parents that are from a different generation. Okay, that's our opinion. It's not valid. He's asking me, so he's not asking you. So it's fine. My brother, don't love your parents. Take care of your parents. Give them money. Make sure you take care of your parents financially. Make sure they are okay, but don't let them run your life. You are a man. Okay? You are a man. Your parents shouldn't be telling you who to marry, who not to marry. In their generation, you must have a son before you are qualified to be called a man. That doesn't apply in this generation. The reason why you've been moving from one bad relationship, one failed relationship to another, because 3 marriages, yeah? You've got 3 marriages and you are the common denominator in all these marriages. 3 different women, and the 3 of them have failed. And you are the only person that is constant in these 3 women's life. You need to look inward. Why? Why is this happening? Why am I attracting this kind of women? And one of the things I can pick up from our little conversation here, because I know you said the issues are deeper. Yeah. Thank you, Neka. You're an Igbo girl, and I know you understand very well. He said, my brother, be your own man. Don't take advice from your parents, especially in marriage. Our parents are from a different generation, my brother. Igbo parents especially. You are not good enough until you have a son, but you are the man. You determine the sex of your baby. The fact that you don't have a son is not the fault of all these women. And my fear is that the reason why you keep jumping from one relationship to the other and one marriage to the other is because you are looking for a son. And this is what your parents keep whispering into your ears, that you are not married yet, or you don't have a child yet because you don't. No. Put your foot down. Barack Obama never had a son. Bill Clinton never had a son. There are so many great Nigerian men who don't have sons. They don't care. They raise their daughters they do better than boys. I have both boys and girls. I have a girl and I have sons. And I tell you, my daughter, she's an inspiration.
Bridget, can I give you a little background on this son thing, though? Can I give you a little background on that?
Okay.
Okay. So listen. Okay. Now, I'm in my 50s. I do have quite a lot of investments in Nigeria now. A lot, actually. A lot. When I say a lot. And the question has always come up. What happens to you tomorrow? Who gets possession of all the things you're doing? All these buildings,
First of
and,
all, my brother, first of all, whatever investment you have in Nigeria is not for your kids in the diaspora. I hope you know that, right? There's no way my children are going to go to Nigeria to go. Our children in the diaspora are not going to inherit. They are not going to Nigeria to inherit nothing. Whatever you have in Nigeria is not for your children. Because let me tell you something. God will give you long life. You will live long. You'll be 100
But you see, the first marriage, technically, that I'm married to a white person, I didn't divorce, despite what everybody was saying about leave her. I loved her, still do. We still talk. We're still in communication. So she decided. Quite frankly, I didn't even know there was a divorce until I got a paper in the mail that says, "Hey, your wife doesn't want to be married anymore." Is
it white American or black?
White American.
Okay, so
she was with somebody. She was with somebody else. There was another guy that was always constantly present in the marriage.
Yeah. Did she know that how your parents felt about her having daughters for you and not having?
No. The issue of daughters didn't even come up at the time. The issue of whether it's daughters or sons at the time. Again, this was back in the early 20s. I mean, 2020s, early 2000, 2002. So the issue of whether my parents actually loved her, to be honest with you. So it has nothing to do. They felt not
because she's not Nigerian and she's not Igbo. That's the truth. They didn't see her as your wife, really, because we understand how our parents think. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you. I'm not joking, my brother. Yeah, we have a lot of Igbo people here in the comment section, both male and female. They will tell you, you cannot as a grown man, be living your life based on your parents' perception of what marriage is, relationship is, whether you have a male child or not.
Just my
Yeah,
parents. It wasn't just my parents, though. To be honest with you, it wasn't just my parents. My parents are very liberal. They didn't really care one way or the other. With the white lady, they didn't care about that. Quite frankly,
yeah,
my mother, everybody, it was actually like when we go out to the Nigerian community, when we go
yeah,
out, okay,
yeah.
there was always this constant talk about,
Teasing,
oh,
teasing,
this
teasing.
one,
Yeah,
this one,
teasing.
the cardio,
Yeah.
white woman, they walk
That's what
around.
I'm saying,
This.
my brother.
So
You
there
are a
was
grown
always this
man.
constant talk. But that wasn't the reason. I keep saying it wasn't the reason. It was not that I decided I don't want anymore. No, or it was that there was somebody else that was constantly present in the marriage, throughout the marriage, that she used to be with. And
Yeah.
that person she ended up going back to that guy.
Okay.
That
All
was what
right.
happened.
Yeah. Okay. So, because of time, we've done 3 hours now, and unfortunately, this is very deep. This is really, really deep. I don't know if you want to talk outside this, but there's a lot involved in this. But
Yes.
the issue of the Nigerian wife, yeah, that one is a done deal. She's not your wife.
Thank you.
She's not. You don't know her. You need to end
Thank
that
you.
marriage quickly. Do not
Thank you.
bring her to America. Don't. Everybody in the comment section agree with me. America is out of it. Do you have custody of is it one of your child that you have custody of, or you have all of them with you?
Oh, my oldest, the two that I have with the white lady, one of them is actually married.
Oh,
So
okay, they
she's
are
the
grown now.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
So it's
but
just
the one I have custody with is my 8-year-old I have with this
yeah.
second Nigerian woman I married.
Okay. All right. So you know what? See, the reason I'm saying this because I see that you are matured in age, but you still have to do a lot of work on yourself. If you can allow what Nigerians are saying to impact on you in terms of how you perceive, whether you have an American wife or Igbo wife or a Nigerian wife, then it means that you still have a lot of work to do on yourself, my brother. There's some work you need to do on yourself. You are educated, you are matured, but you allow the opinion of people to affect you a lot. What people say, Nigerians are saying, "Oh, this one you marry Igbo." This, you're a grown man. That's people will always have opinion. That is what they have their mouth for. Their mouth is to talk, and it's not people's opinion and perception cannot be the yardstick for which you live your life, my brother. It cannot. It cannot, because they are confusing you. People are confusing you. Your parents are confusing you. Your friends are confusing you. I don't know the kind of people that you're hanging with. It's like you are not really doing things the way you want to do it yourself because you keep listening to all these so many voices. So I think you need to work on yourself in terms of, I'm a man. This is what I want. Women respect men who they know what they want and they go for what they want. All your relationships that you had, all we can see is that you keep jumping from one marriage to the other because of, either male child or because, you didn't get to know them. None of the relationship was, we don't know about the white lady's own, but the second one, third one now. How do you meet somebody and before you are marrying her because she's pregnant, she's lying to you, she took advantage of you because she knows that you are desperate to have a son. Yeah, she knew that you were desperate to have a son. She lied to you that she's pregnant with a boy, and then you married her. She gave birth to a daughter. Wahala starts because the reason why you married her because you thought she was going to have a son. That one didn't work. Thank God you have custody of your child. I hope you are a good parent. You went to Nigeria again. The first time you are meeting this girl, you are telling her that it's marriage you want. No, no. If one thing I can learn, and this man, I'll keep mentioning his name, Mr. Osage, that we had in my last show, he said, I didn't just go to Nigeria to marry my wife. I went to study her family. Do you know the family of this girl that you went to meet in Nigeria? Your parents approve of her doesn't mean she's a good wife. Now your parents agree that you should marry her. They finally approve of somebody. They didn't approve of Oyibo. They didn't approve of the other Nigerian woman in the US because she's been married before and she has children. They want you to marry a younger person. You've gone to Nigeria now. You've gone to marry the one that is worse. She's not even in America before. Do you know what this girl is going to do to you? if she gets to the US? Do you know? This one will lock you up and call police on you and do worse. So my advice to you, my brother, is that you need to annul that marriage. Thank God there's no child from it. Please stop looking for a son. Stop. Please. Just stop.
I've stopped looking for a child, period.
Just
I'm
stop
not
looking
looking
for
for
a
anyone.
son. Don't
I'm
stop looking
done.
for a son. Your children, your girls are your sons. They will do better things. Oh, you have properties in Nigeria, you have estate in Nigeria, you have whatever in Nigeria. It doesn't matter. Women inherit. We need to start breaking down this perception and cultural barriers that say that, oh, it's only a son that can inherit. I have sons tomorrow. My sons are not going to Nigeria to inherit anything. Forget it. They won't. They will never. Because they don't know that environment. When somebody, if you grow up tomorrow, even if you retire and go back to Nigeria, I tell you, once you die, they bury you. Your children, even if they bury you in Nigeria, they go there. Once your burial is over, the next day they are in the next flight back to the United States. They're not going to stay there to be waiting for what you have. No, no. Please value your children. If I'm in your shoes, because you've asked us for advice, I'll tell you, forget marriage for now. Annul that marriage in Nigeria. Cancel it. Cut severe any contact with that girl. You know, just severe it. She's not your wife. You never knew her. She's another Delilah that is coming to ruin you. If she's already giving you this amount of trouble while she's in Nigeria, just imagine what she'll do to you if she comes to the US. She's going to cause a lot of damage. And the reason why it is like that is because you didn't know her. The first time you saw her, you were already proposing to her. For one reason or the other, because your parents approved, or you think this is the one that will give you a son. No, you are the one that determines the sex of the baby. I know you are educated enough to know that. The fact that you don't have a son, and thank God that you say you're not looking for a son anymore. If it's going to happen, it will happen. Please, that marriage is not for you. You never knew her. She's just somebody that is looking for a husband. You live in the US. A man that lives in the US is very attractive to any Nigerian girl. They will jump on it. Even if they hate you, they will marry you just to come to the US. So just annul that marriage. Let her, tell her, okay, I wish you good luck. Thank you very much for what you've done in my life. Thank God there's no child bringing you together, so she doesn't need to come to the US. Say go, babe. Thank you. We'll see you later. Let her just go. Okay?
Thank you
Yes.
very much for the advice. I really
Yeah.
appreciate that.
And
Thank you.
take your time. Take your time. Take your time, please. If it's possible, get some therapy and you get to deal with why you allow other people's perception to affect you so much. It shouldn't be, because you are successful. You are a grown man. You are matured. But it seems like whatever people say tends to get to you so much. Why?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're
Right. It
absolutely
shouldn't.
correct. You're
Yeah.
absolutely
It
100%
shouldn't.
right about
People's
that.
perception shouldn't get to you so much. Why does it affect you? You need to deal with that. That's the root cause of all these problems, of all the marriages you are having. Once you deal with it, you get some emotional healing, and you will be in a better place. Pray, go to God, say, God, you know my heart. I'm a good person. I take care of these women, but I keep attracting this kind of women that want to ruin me. Why? Help me, heal me. Go for therapy, pray. I tell you, when you take your time and then you are not looking for a child, you are not looking for a son, you are not looking for anything, God will just bring that person from nowhere. When you least expect, that will be the answer to all your prayers. It will be the answer to, when you least expect, that person that will be the answer to all your prayer will come. But you need to take your time, please. Stop jumping into relationships. Yeah.
I really do appreciate that. I really appreciate
I
advice.
don't know. Does
I
that
do.
make sense
I
to
really
you,
do.
what I said?
I do appreciate it. I do
Yeah.
appreciate it. I
Yeah.
do. Because I'm glad I was able to talk to you, because this is something that I have really, really been really been keeping me awake.
Oh,
This whole nightmare started. It's been going on now for over a year, and I've been trying to
oh
figure
my
out, ask
God.
myself a question: what do I do? Sometimes, people don't understand that for a man, men do cry, and men do
Of
have
course.
moments where they wish there's somebody they can talk to, and
Yes.
especially from a different perspective of a female, especially if you're having some. It's not every man that is a bad husband or a bad man. Like I've
Yeah.
watched the shows a lot of times. You've had different views of how people interactions of relationships. But I believe very strongly that there's some men out there that are very good people, but they unfortunately for some reason end up with the wrong person, whether they
Yeah,
are attracted to that person because of their kindness or their niceness, or I don't
yeah.
know. But I'm not claiming to be a saint,
Yeah,
Bridget. But at the same time, I know who I am, and
yeah,
I know very well that I can swear to my God that He knows me, because I don't get involved in all some of these stuff that people men do. I mean, when I hear some stories here on your show where women are being beaten up by men, I can't imagine a situation where that would be me doing something like
yeah,
that. But at the
yeah,
same time, I have come to understand that maybe this is not for me. Maybe this whole marriage, thing is not for me,
yeah,
because I have not been fortunate. Let me put it that
yeah.
way. I haven't
I,
been.
I say it this way, yeah. I say it this way, my brother. You know what? I always say the best men always attract the worst women. I don't know why it happens like that. Yeah, please contact me if you want to talk, further. I'm happy to talk to you. But you know what? You just need to calm down. The first thing to do is to end that relationship in Nigeria, that marriage in Nigeria. End it ASAP. That's not a marriage. She might end up giving you more daughters, and your parents will not be pleased. You already have 3 daughters. So, yeah, if you want to have more children, fine, but not because you want to have a son. Okay, because it's the man that determines the sex of the baby, but your parents don't understand that. That's why I say that the generation that they come from is different from ours. We should know better. We should be teaching our parents this is what marriage is now. Mommy and daddy, it's not the kind of marriage you had in 1970 and 1960. The marriage of today is not like that because times have changed. Okay, so my number is on the screen. WhatsApp me or reach out to me on Instagram. I don't mind. I can talk to you, but I tell you, my brother, you need to do some work on yourself. You are the common denominator in these 3 marriages. 3 marriages, all of them have, failed. There's a reason. So going forward, yeah, thank you. If you guys, people agree with me in the comment section. I'm telling you, you are Igbo. Yeah. And are you a man? Hensky, are you a man? I'm telling you the gospel truth. Yeah, you cannot. Somebody came the other day. I don't know how many of you saw that show. I didn't plan to be long. I wanted to do 1 hour today, I swear. These shows always take a life of their own, but I'm glad that this brother came on. And I hope we'll be able to talk to him again further. Let me tell you something. We had a man in the building in this show one time that said it's a traditional man. He said, I want the kind of marriage my parents had. Then we started to analyze for him. He came again on another show. That man calls himself, you know, he came again and said, no, I cannot have the kind of marriage my parents want to. It won't work. You live in America, you want to listen to your parents for advice in marriage? Come on. No. If you are not even in a place that you can even determine what you want in a marriage, you are not old enough to get married yet. No, you cannot. No, you are a man. He's a man that said, this is what I want. That's it. Women respect it. Break away from your family. Pata, pata. Yeah. Somebody say, brother, please take a break. Yeah, take a break. You've had 3 marriages already. Yeah. What you do now, contact a lawyer in Nigeria and just end that thing because you never know that woman anyway. Chidima, thank you so much for the super chats. Oh, $50. Oh, I'm blessed. Thank you, Chidima. You don't know this woman in Nigeria. Oh, you don't know. They introduced you. She wants to come to America, my brother. Please. That's not a marriage. She's not for you. Somebody is already causing family trouble for you, going to America to cause trouble within your family and going to your property to swear that she's the only one that will live there. Ekwensu. That's what we call Ekwensu. You reject her. Say, I reject you in Jesus' name. You will not come and destroy my family. Love your parents. Take care of them from afar. But my advice for you in the future, if you get married again or you find somebody to love, don't be in a hurry to get married. Please. Date. Oyibo people will date 5 years. They are dating. They never marry. But who will meet somebody today we want to marry them? Why? Because we are in a hurry. Why? You didn't even, long distance is so tricky. You are in America, the girl is in Nigeria. You don't know her. When you talk to her, she says, hello, baby. She's calling you baby. Which baby? Do you know her? You don't know her. She doesn't know you. You go to Nigeria, stay 6 months, you will still not know this girl because she put on a very good face and be doing as if she know. Somebody had a problem with the fact that Mr. Stage said in my last video that the woman he wanted to marry went to stay with the family member. I said, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with the man said, I wanted my family member to study this girl to know if she's the kind of person that I can marry. She took the girl from Awuchi to Lagos to go and stay with his family member, and the family member assessed the girl and he said, Mr. Sage, if you marry this girl, you are lucky. Is he lucky today or not? That's why I say you need to go and watch that video, the last video we did with Mr. Osage. Yeah, you've got money, you've got education, but your personal life is in shambles, unfortunately, and you need to do something about it. You cannot allow people's opinion to affect you. Your parents controlling you at your age. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. No, devotee, please stop it. Just stop it, devotee warrior. I don't like that. Stop it. Because it's like you are bringing us back to 1960. We are moving forward. We don't want to go back. Forget it. The Bible says that a man shall leave his father and a mother. Why didn't he say a woman shall leave? He said a man shall leave. And you are still talking about how you need to, your parents are the ones that will determine your life, determine your marriage. What's wrong with you? Don't be like that. Don't be unfortunate. It's not good. Actually, my email address. Okay. I am tired though. It's over 3 hours though. Chineke me. There's work tomorrow. I am really, really tired. Somebody is still in here waiting. Oh, lights. I'm going to take you for 5 minutes. I'm ending. Light, are you there? Hello, Light.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah, hi. How are you?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. If you can hear me.
Can anyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Yes, go on.
Oh my God. Hello, Sister B.
Yeah, I can hear you. Oh, let me put it in
Sister
the
B, are
tone.
you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I can hear you.
Oh dear.
Do my brother. You don't.
Hello.
That's the first thing you need to do. You need to stop taking advice. Hear you.
Oh dear.
Do my brother. You don't.
Hello.
That's the first thing you need.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Hi, Sister B. Looks like everyone are hearing me except for me. Well,
Yeah.
that's quite a lot of story to digest. I was here cringing. Um Funny enough, I'm also Igbo, so I can basically relate to what he's saying. It's quite unfortunate that I've also debated this kind of things with some of my friends, whereby they keep giving me a reason or some reasons why we ladies are not allowed to inherit things, and even where there are legal debates about it in our culture today, and it's still so shameful. And another aspect of this that we all are not seeing here now is that this our brother, or this my brother, so to say,
It's our brother.
is
It's our brother.
almost
I'm
losing
in
on all
Dimbo.
sides because
I'm in Dimbo today.
those
It's our brother.
daughters that he has now that he's not seeing as kids somehow might grow up to haunt him, because they might perceive it from their community or from their their mothers that he never really counted them as children,
Worthy.
or
That's
as
worthy.
like, because they are not boys,
Yeah.
and it won't go down well. Look at, it's like now he's not even sure of his old age, who will be that child that will love him independently or no, unconditionally. And it is really sad. There's a lot of work our brother needs to do, and that issue of family, at the start of the whole thing, I was like, oh my God, all these our brothers, they call Mama Anyese. Like my mother said, it's
Yeah.
really sad at 56, calculating from what
Yeah.
he's saying. Like
You know,
he
I
went
feel
to
like
US around
his
60
parents are
years
why
old,
he's
and
been messed up this
this
much.
is really
He would have
terrible.
stayed with that
Brother,
white
you really need some time off. I must say that. This is even a lot for me hearing this to digest, let alone you saying it. I'm just imagining what you've been through. but this is a lot. You need some time off. Yeah, I'm also like, I'm gonna just cut off from here because it's also too much for me. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Light. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Yeah, we're gonna end the show now. I'm just rounding up now. We end at 3. I said I was gonna do our 1 hour today. These shows, I always say they have a way of taking on the life of their own. Yeah, but we ended up doing 3.5 hours today now. Yeah. So I mean, apart from one person in the comments, I don't want people to agree with me. I want you to speak from your own personal conviction. Yeah, speak from your experience, your conviction, and your belief. I don't always, it's not like I want people to agree. Don't just agree. Are you convinced about this thing? Is this your own, perception as well? I don't want to force my opinion on people, but we can't continue to do things the way our parents did something. My mother thought that, a married man having girlfriend, it doesn't mean anything. If the wife is behaving funny, then she's the bad person. If my mother was alive today now and my husband is cheating, and I go, and thank God my husband never cheats anyway. Somebody was asking me that question one time. No, never. He never. You think if I go to my mom and say my husband is cheating, what do you think my mom would say? Would say, go home, my friend. What's wrong with that? How many girlfriends or how many wives did your father marry? How can we be going back to 1960? Are you kidding me? Oyibo people are going into the new millennia. We are still stuck in the dark ages. And you are telling me that you need to listen to your parents. Love and respect your parents, my brother. Look after your parents. Care for them. Build a house for them if you've not done so already. Make sure they have house help to cook for them so your mom will not suffer at her old age to be fetching water. Give them borehole. Make sure they have constant electricity. Put generator in their house and put petrol. Give them monthly allowance. That's what your duty to them. But do not allow your parents to dictate to you, or friends to dictate to you, the kind of life you're going to live or the kind of marriage you're going to have. No way. If you keep doing that, you will not be able to break the cycle, I'm afraid. 3 marriages down. We're not laughing at you. We're not mocking you, but it takes a lot. 3 marriages down, and the third one is still not successful. You are doing something wrong, my brother. What you are doing wrong is that you are not taking time out to, understand yourself. You are listening to opinions. You are swayed easily by what your parents are saying, what your friends are saying, your community is saying. Who cares? You are a man. You are successful financially. You are in a good place. Forget about all these things until you become a man. You are in yourself as a man to say, I know myself. I'm not an abusive husband. I'm a husband that provides. I'm a man that cares and loves the woman in their life. Acknowledge the faults, your own faults as well. How do I treat this woman? Because this one in Nigeria especially, if you marry somebody in Nigeria and they've not come abroad, they're always in their best behavior because they want to come abroad. The fact that she started acting out already before you bring her out, I don't know I can't understand that. This girl has started acting out and behaving like Nkwensu, and she's still in Nigeria, and she expects you to bring her, and she's blaming you is because you've not brought her, even though you try to explain to her it's Trump. You see, God has a way of working. Thank God for Trump. If Trump was not there, by now she'll be in America. Maybe she'll be pregnant again. Imagine if she has a daughter, another one. Yeah, because you cannot control these things. You just, you go and have sex and you pray for whatever. I don't know. I wanted to have more daughters, to be honest. I wanted it. You see, life is funny. I wanted more daughters. In my family, we keep having boys, boys, boys. See how life is so funny. My family is boys, boys, boys. All my brothers is boys. Everybody boys. I don't understand. Me, I like girls, but it was boys, boys, boys. So why? Why? I'm the only person. You are the one that married Oyibo. You married a Nigerian in the US. You married another Nigerian in Nigeria. Why? Why? At least Trump is good for something. Trump made that girl stay in Nigeria. He's the one that blocked the road so that she cannot come. Because if she came to the US, she would have made this our brother's life miserable. See, Yoruba have a way of, I'm ranting now, and I will tell you, that's a Yoruba saying that, you see, the things of this world will go with this word. Why are you worried about who will inherit your property? Who will inherit? When you are gone, you are gone. If you want to leave something for your parents, for your parents, leave it in Nigeria. If you want to leave something for your children in the diaspora and you live in the diaspora, please leave it in the diaspora. Don't go and leave it in Nigeria and expect your children to go to Nigeria and be fighting your own muna for one estate that you built, or one house that you built, or one business that you built. Don't do that. They won't. Oyibo children, all these Obodo Oyibo children have no time for that. No, they don't. They can't stand all that stress. They're just gonna once they bury you, they are gone. The next day they're on the next plane out of that country. They say, "Oh man, I can't live in this country. This is a goddamn country. There's no electricity." They said there's no electricity in this goddamn Nigeria. I'm gone. They will be gone. So if you want to leave something for your children, leave it where you live in the diaspora. Nigeria property is for Nigerians who live in Nigeria. It's not for your children, okay? Don't worry about inheritance. Worry about the quality of your life now, your stability, your peace, having a family life. So yeah, I'm grateful for gracious greatness. I am thankful for my boys, but sex does not matter whether they are boys or girls. It doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm telling you, children are precious. They are gifts. Somebody asked our brother just now, say, what if she didn't have any children at all? What will you do? There are men, even older than you, they are still looking for babies. They don't even have one. You know? So enjoy your life, take care of your daughter, and stay off relationship for now. Work on yourself, my brother. It is well with you. Hopefully we can talk to you again. So my people, I've talked for 3.5 hours. Yeah. Investment in Nigeria is not for your children. Yeah, maybe this is another topic that we need to talk about later on. Stop investing in Nigeria when you live in Obodo Oyibo, thinking that your children will inherit all those houses in Lagos or in the village. You are wasting your time. Obodo Oyibo children have no time for Nigerian inheritance. No, they don't. They don't have time. Monica, how are you? I've done 3.5 hours. You did only 3 hours that day. You were saying that you were tired. You see what we do here? It's a lot of work. Yeah, it is well. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming on. Give this video a thumbs up on YouTube. And if you're catching this later, I hope you learn 1 or 2 things. A man shall leave his father and mother and cleave. Leave. This our brother has not left. He's still with his, his family. You need to leave. Until you leave, you are not ready to cleave. That is it. I'll leave it there. I hope that makes sense to you. All right. Have a good week ahead, my people. We are coming with what do women love, or what do women want. Hey, it's going to be sensational. This weekend, chai, you guys just tighten your seatbelts. We are coming. Thank you so much. Jessica, you are here. You're still here. Thank you, my sister. God bless you. Monica, I love you. I appreciate your comment and your contribution. You guys always support me, and for that, I will never take your love for granted. Timothy, God bless you. My doctor, my doctor. In Nigeria, they will say, they will qualify the name and say, D for doctor. My doctor, I love you guys. Thank you so much. Jane, God bless you. Neka, now you Biko, thank you. Who is saying I'm lucky to have 3 children already? Oh, they are saying, oh, to that man, to that our brother is lucky to have 3 children. Exactly. People are looking for one self they never see. Talk of boy and girl. That doesn't matter. That's just Nigerian olden days 1960s mentality. Women are doing great things. Yeah. Okay. Henry, he needs a son to take his place in Igbo land. Is the son in America that will go to Igbo land and take his place back? Yeah. Igbo culture. Who Igbo culture help? Who culture help? Whether Yoruba Edo or Igbo culture. Which Igbo culture? So my children now in the US, in the UK now will go and start doing culture in Nigeria. Some of them, I don't know, Sha. Anyway. Maybe you are in Nigeria. If you are in Nigeria, it's different. But if you live abroad, you know that all this culture no matter to our children. Our children don't give a rat ass about your culture. These children are, in quotes, Obodo Oyibo children. They don't care about all that. All right. May God teach us and help us to do the right thing for our children and our future. Forget about Nigeria. Once you live in the diaspora, just your treasure should be where you are, and this is where you are. Forget about Nigeria. Have a great week, everybody. I love you guys. God bless you. Yeah. Thanks for joining. Give this video a thumbs up, and I shall speak to you in my next one. Thank you so much. A flaming lily. A flaming lily. Thank you. Have a good evening and a good afternoon if you're in the US. God bless you. Thank you. Bye-bye.